Groovy if y'all have to.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
wait,
Sorry I had to rough you up.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Here, I'll be back. I gotta pee.
Yeah, we'll wait for him.
Actually,
I gotta turn Groovy down a little bit.
I'ma just be on Omega too, y'all niggas.
Groovy is for like the YouTube shit, so you don't gotta like add no beat or something.
Oh no, I'll be adding the beat in the videos.
You're a
But-
big-time loser, Tony.
Bro, wait until I turn my camera on in a few weeks, bro. Like my room's gonna be fucking fire. I don't got like like no LEDs or none and stuff. That's why I want to turn my camera on.
You can turn the beat down to 40%, so we can feel comfortable a little bit. All right.
Look at you, wearing the mask inside. Coolio.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Damn, skip me already?
Start off with me.
My fault.
Start off with
It's
me.
my camera, like it's my phone, it's an app. Cause I'm too broke to upload a fucking webcam, so yeah.
And next is J Love Lost.
Oh, what? What's going on?
Mocha 4PF. Next is Perp.
Yeah.
Alright. Last is Fastest Man Alive.
Alright, oh shit. Damn, nigga.
Where's your face at, bro? I don't see that.
Where's your meat at, bro?
I mean,
Alright, bro, I'm back.
you just got to.
Alright.
Everybody in here?
Wait, so what are we
Yeah.
doing? What are we doing?
Alright, we're starting off. Yeah, I'm first. Next is J Love Lost. Next is Mocha. Then Perp. Then the last one is Fastest Man Alive.
Mocha, you trying to do this? Is Mocha even near? I don't even know.
Yeah, Mocha here. Mocha.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I think he said he was gonna be right back.
Yeah, he said he was going.
That nigga Jay is actually cute, bro.
I can't even show myself. It's loading too slow.
Yeah, it's loading. I'm confused. Don't
What's the
turn on
order
the camera.
again?
Don't even try to stream nothing because
Yeah, for sure.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Ain't no point. I'm already streaming, so like it's already showing my face. So ain't no point in trying to
You
double.
streaming? Like
Yeah.
on Twitch or some shit?
Yes, Twitch and OBS. I'm recording
so
right
you
now.
Should have told us because we are out of pocket. We would say the words.
I had to make sure everybody was listening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started recording, but it's gonna last for a little bit. You know, ain't no schedule when it's gonna end recording anytime soon. So basically, it's gonna start as introduction. Then we're gonna conclude what this whole channel is about.
Alright, Juju, I think you should be the one to like explain what it's about.
Alright, so basically, so hold on. I need to go to the group chat. I'm sure I put a definition to what I said about this. I mean.
Alright, so what's the order? Like we're saying our names in.
Alright, hold up. Okay, so basically, what this is about. Okay, so the young guy consists of a group of members who are young but have an insight on life too, not just the ones who are older. That's what it means. Alright, then how we're gonna start this off? I'm gonna start it off as me, cause I'm the guy who came up with the cause I'm the guy who came up. Then next is J Love Lost. Third is Mocha 4PF. Perp. Then the Fastest Man Alive.
Alright, bet.
Turkey.
So do we introduce ourselves as like Perk or actual names?
It's optional. It's optional. If you don't feel comfortable saying your real name, then that's fine. You can go by your Discord name.
Jaden, but you can call me.
I'ma just do
Jaden
like
Jones.
like that.
So you want to do real names instead?
No, it don't matter. Like just say whatever you
yeah.
got.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do my real name and my nickname, so
All right.
My god, guys, I'm a part of a pod.
All right.
This dessert.
I'm gonna do real name. I'm gonna do real name for myself. So Jay, you're gonna go by your real name, Jay.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Mocha?
Oka.
Yeah.
How about you, Perp?
I'm just gonna go by Perp.
All right. How about the fastest man alive? How about you,
I'm gonna just go by Zay.
Zay? All right.
But I'm not finna say I'm nervous, but like I'm weird. I don't know how to introduce this shit.
Just be real, bro. Ain't
Okay.
just be real, bro.
Are we gonna put this on YouTube or something?
Yeah, it's going on YouTube, but I got us a jump start for 3 subscribers, cause I have like other 4 accounts that I don't even use other than the main one.
I got. Okay.
So
You shouldn't do face reveals yet.
Yeah,
not
I
yet,
just
not
had
yet.
my camera on just to fuck around.
Yeah.
But yeah. We gon' yeah.
Yeah, cause my room is like fucking dry. Like the lighting is bad, so I gotta wait.
All right, I need to
And
include.
my face is fat, so I don't like that, bro.
Nah.
Nigga, do you see this?
Nigga, you're chilling, bro.
No, bro. I've been trying to lose weight recently. I lost 20 pounds, but yet my stomach still look like this. I don't understand. I don't understand, dog.
Nah, bro. I lost 30 pounds. I lost 30
Hey.
pounds recently.
It's because food tastes like shit nowadays. Like anything that I eat that is unhealthy just tastes like shit. Like not even good, and then it just makes me feel like shit after. Only day I like
True.
today I just ate pizza. But
True.
that shit made me feel bad. But I don't know. I was just craving it. But tomorrow I'm just gonna start back up rice and chicken.
Yeah.
only.
Today I only really ate was like catfish and rice.
Mm.
Shit was disgusting.
Wait, so what
I
are we
don't-
gonna call the podcast?
I'm making a list of things that we're gonna start it off
what
with.
was it called?
So
What was
right now,
the young eye.
yeah,
Yeah.
the young guy. All right, so we're gonna start it off for your name, where you're from, how old are you, what life is like for you, and what life is like for you when you are with your friends and family, or with your family.
Like, wait, so like, what do you mean by that? Like,
Like,
hold,
just talk about your life.
yeah, I'm gonna put it in group chat so y'all can memorize it.
group chat? What is that shit?
How am I supposed to get up there, bro? Like, this is why I hate Assassin's Creed. This shit is so difficult.
I'm gonna get back on.
How do you? What's what life is like for you when you're
How
with
long
your
is this
friends
shit?
and family. All right, everybody's
I mean, not fucking minute. What the hell?
everybody separately is gonna have 5 minutes of introducing themselves, but you can have your time and management.
How long is this gonna be?
Let me add
Don't worry.
fucking
All right,
podcast chat.
I'm sending the list in the Instagram thing.
Oh wait, not everybody's in there though. So you gotta send it in the Discord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna just make a podcast chat and then just put it in there.
Where should I put it in? In text
Go
channels,
to voice channels. It should be like a podcast chat.
podcast chat. All right.
How long is the podcast gonna be?
It's gonna be. How long do y'all want it to? 30, 1 hour, 20. Which y'all want? Which y'all want it long for?
1 hour.
I mean,
seems
it's
logical
really
for a pod.
Yeah. It's meaningful.
it's really gonna be mixed though. Like it won't always be an hour.
True.
Yeah, sometimes it could be 2 hours. Like it depends how fucking.
Bro,
Yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
That's an average comedy show right there. 2 hours. Dang.
It's not time. Like it's just
Yeah.
fucking.
It dep-
It depends.
Yeah. I'd bring some water, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it
But,
might be a
Herb
long
said
one.
he got to get off soon, so I don't know when he gonna leave. So I don't know if that's gonna fuck
Me
shit
too,
up. or
me
not.
too, me too, me too, me too.
Nigga,
Alright.
not you too.
All right. I guess in the meantime, we can use the time that we have already.
You are sick. sitting here.
All right, so do y'all see it? Y'all see thing in the podcast chat. Your name, where you're from, how old are you, what's life is like for you when you're with friends and your family. Simple.
So by that, do you mean like we just explain like what we feel? and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. How you feeling about life when you're with your friends and family? You can be descriptory about it. All right. So I'm gonna start it off. All right.
Yo, what is going on, guys? No, I'm playing.
What's up, YouTubers, gamers, and all? We're back with another gaming video.
All
Today
right.
we're playing League of Legends.
I'm gonna start it now. All right. So my name's Tyler, and where I'm from is Florida. Born and raised, and I'm 18. What life is like for me, like when I'm with my friends and family, it's kind of like two different worlds for me, and it's something that I just really can't be really happy with. You know what I'm saying? With my friends, it's always high expectations, and with my family, they don't really expect anything from me at all. But like I be so quiet with my family, but I talk so much with my friends, and I feel like I'm like a two-sided character. So like, you know, life sucks. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I be, in my room most of the time, because like I don't make good conversations with my people like that, because we don't get along that well. Cause I'm always the quietest kid with my family, but when I'm talking to my friends, you know what I'm saying? It's like I hate to be with my family, but I'm just like life with my friends is way better. That shit sucks, and I'm really trying to change my life around with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. All right, next is Jaden.
Yeah. Fuck. Hold on. Alright. My name, J Love Laws, but you could call. Wait, fuck. My name, Jaden, but you could call me J Love Laws. Uh, yeah. Where do I. Hold on.
Bro, right? It's fucking hard to come up with this
Your
shit.
name, my name. Okay, my name is Jaden, but I go by J Love Laws on the internet. Where am I from? I'm from Delaware. I'm from Delaware. Yeah. And how old am I? I'm 16 years old. That's crazy because I'm getting old. What's life like? My life is I'm very happy with how my life is. When I was young, I didn't even realize that I was in a weird place. Like I lived in a rundown fucking townhouse with neighbors who were fucking drug addicts and always beating on their fucking sister and shit. I was just, I don't know. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought everything was hunky dory with fucking world peace and shit. I never knew that. And then just now I realized that I am in a way better situation. It's not like I was broke or in the fucking hood. I was in the whitest of white neighborhoods and shit. But I'm just saying, like, life wasn't all that crazy and great back then. But I didn't realize it, but now I do. So, yeah, I'm grateful for everything I got. Um, Friends and family, they are actually a blessing. Like I'm fine. Like I'm not in a crazy ass situation where my parents are fucking crazy and shit. Like I'm in a good ass situation. They buy me shit. They do all this. Like I'm in a good situation. And my friends, I pick my friends, so my friends are obviously good because I'm pick 'em. So yeah. So yeah, that's me.
All right. Next we got Mocha.
Um, my name's Mocha on the internet. Um, I'm 15, 10th grade. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, for me, life is pretty cool. I mean, I go to school and stuff. I have fun. I do after school, I fucking play video games. Wait, okay. Yeah, I play video games and things of that nature. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. You know, it's better. It's better than like living in the hood and shit like that. So
True. True.
yeah.
All right. Next we got Perp.
Spurp here.
Yeah, he's here.
Is he talking?
Mhm. True. All right. Next we have the fastest man alive. Go ahead, bro.
Alright, yo, my name's Isaiah. You can call me Zay. I'm from Tennessee. I'm 14. What was a life like for me? I appreciate everything. Sometimes I am a little impatient, but you know, life sometimes is not very patient with you. You know, so I really don't know what to talk about.
It's in the podcast chat, bro.
Yeah. But I think I could relate to everybody in this podcast. You know, I appreciate everybody for damn, for participating in this.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure. That's what this whole podcast group is about. You know, it's all about all the youth that's coming together, and we're all here to like share an insight about life, and we all go through the type of struggle that most adults don't really understand about us, like you know certain pains that that just happens like in life, but like it never happened
right,
to them because like this is new stuff for us. So like for them, they just it's really complicated for them to actually understand the shit that we go through, because we speak differently. We're not as formal as they are, like in their tongue and in their ear, because we all have different ears for everything, especially with music. They don't like the 90s. Sometimes we mess with the 90s, but we like the new gen like music. We like the new rappers coming out and the new singers coming out and actually rising up and being famous. Like I don't know, it's some things that we just gotta like lay out our chest. Like there's some things that we just gotta explain to them on the inside of like life itself.
right.
They don't understand. We're here to actually lay out the information on what we know versus to what they know. You know what I'm saying? It could be a debate, but that's what it's about, man. Because that's what keeps the connections going. Like regardless, it could be a war, it can be a conflict and arguments, but there's always going to be a very peaceful conclusion. You know, anything can end like in any type of way, bad or worse, but we got to see it through. You know what I'm saying? This is what the young guy is. You know what I'm saying? So, what are y'all thoughts on the young guy? What do y'all think about it?
Personally, I think it's cool, man. I think it's cool we getting together and doing this, even though we don't know each other in real life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
it's cool. It's actually cool to trust people that you don't know over the internet. Like, that's what some adults don't get.
Especially if it comes by starting off with words like, how I was speaking. Like you could already trust me because like, you know, I'm laying out some very important stuff, and you can tell how serious I am through how like I'm talking. Because I don't take life for a joke, but other people think that we don't. You know what I'm saying? They all think that we're just playing games, but no, this is a new play style for us now. Like we're not gonna be like y'all. We're gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be ourselves in our own image. We're gonna set an example that you don't have to be just like you know your fallen ones or the people that influence you. You can be your own influencer in your own way, and you can do it right in your own way. You know what I'm saying? So like with trust in the words, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust in the words and the tone of speaking. Cause like you could trust them far. You can trust them for a long time, bro, and it's very promising. Cause you could have not only just a friend, but you can also have like someone who you could look up to as like a word of advice. If you're feeling down, you're gonna have that one person that's gonna lay out reality. But there's never a side of bad in any type of reality. It just depends on how you think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you're really clouded with negativity, you're on your own. You're on your own world of the youth. But for me, I'm always in the positive side. I never really had the interest of looking at the dark side of the world, seeing all the saddest things that's happening right now with rape, racism, protests, and like new rules and all this vaccinations that's happening right now. Like the shit is fucked up, and they're not giving anybody a chance on trying to like explain, because why they don't trust the youth. They think that the youth is lying and they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything. Like this is why we're here, man. This is why we all here, because we're about to tell them. You know what I'm saying? We're the big message out here in the world. They don't want to listen to kids. They want to listen to people who are their level, especially age, because they think like we don't have nothing to say at all. They think that we're just gonna sit here and just be quiet. I'm not saying that we're rebels, but we have a voice too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we gotta represent.
Hey, hey, Herb, when you talk, you gotta like get closer to your mic. It's kind of hard to hear you.
Oh, for real? Oh, make sure my thing's going good. Oh, you talking to Perp?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a lot better.
Alright.
Add your user mic volume on 200 because you were a little quiet, but I turned you up for the video to hear you, so you should be good there. Yeah, for sure. So
So what's everybody else like opinion on this podcast?
yeah,
I
My
think
opinion. Oh, go ahead.
I think that, like how you said, it's important for us to kind of like show like that we're not just gaming, like we don't have thoughts about things, because the reality is we're the ones changing things nowadays, not older people. We're the ones who are becoming the leaders and stuff like that. So
yeah. Like everybody's different. We're not supposed to be followers in this world, and our parents don't want us to be followers, and we're perfectly fine with that, right? We don't need to be followers because that means that we're just doing everything in for everybody else's pleasure. We're not the workers for everybody else. We don't please nobody. We're here to please ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have our own power. Even if we're young, we're still powerful. Like we have the fire in our heart to actually enforce who we are as a person. We're not like the weak. We're not weak over here, man. Like we all have like that like potential in us that people don't even try to see. They don't want to see because why? They doubt our potential, bro. They want us to fall off like you know off a shred of doubt. They doubt that we can never be better. They're challenging us, bro. They're putting us through a trial. But really, in our heads, we don't need to do that trial because we already done it. You know what I'm saying? We passed the challenge by growing up and like, thriving like with life. We're thriving with life. We're growing up. We're getting bigger. We're impressing ourselves by doing good things for ourselves. We're eating good. You know what I'm saying? We getting fed well. You know, but we all witness some bad things that happen in life, and it's really sad. But like, it's okay because we're all here, for each other. I barely know the y'all, but I feel like I can be comfortable talking to y'all because I feel like y'all are cool and y'all are very genuine as a person. Y'all have a good heart, and I feel like that. You know what I'm saying? You could be a very good asset to like what the future will need, because the future needs us, and along with other people who wants to like be part of this podcast, because it's all about finding who actually feels us, you know what I'm saying? Who actually feels what we're coming from and actually has, the voice of agreeing with us and has something to share, to the world. Cause this going to be, said to millions of people who's going to, look at this channel with like, what I'm saying, with a sense of, interest. And knowing that it's coming from me, and I'm not the guy to always be right about everything, but I feel like there's points to be proven, and I need a background. I'm not saying like I need it, but it's definitely necessary because I need someone who actually can back me up with what I'm trying to say. If what I'm saying is not like strongly meaningful, I need that somebody who's trying to speak for me, so like I can correct myself. Cause like I know I have my times where I do need to be corrected, and most times, but it's okay because we all make mistakes, and that's just the way of life. But there should never be a consequence for anybody who actually does make mistakes, cause the only thing that will ever like keep us pushing is improvement. You know what I'm saying? Improvement is always key, and you got to review your mistakes. That's why people have to record themselves. They would always have to review their mistakes on what they say. Everybody has to accept their flaws, and y'all can improve. You should never let anybody tell you otherwise, and just let you just be down or just blame you for something that was so unintentional. You know what I'm saying? People gotta learn how to give people a chance and actually give them a sense of reason why they should give you a chance, not just say I'll give you a chance and that's it. And so you gotta speak up and explain for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak for you, not for everybody else. But it's okay if everybody else can agree with you because they can voice their opinion too. And if you're on their side, you can definitely agree with them. You know what I'm saying? Because disagreeing means that you're just being like against other people's opinion if it's something repetitive. But if it's something that's like spoken in their own words, but it's in a positive way, then yeah, you can definitely agree to it. It just depends on how it's being said and what it's about. So
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have people in life that'll back you up on your opinions and not be afraid to agree with you, no matter if people are like pushing against you or anything. I think it's good to have strong morals or beliefs and stand firm in them, but still have an open mind to change if you're actually wrong, and not be so egotistical that you think you're always right.
True. But it's good to actually have some confidence in yourself. Just make sure that you don't push it to where you can be incorrected by the worst times. But you should never keep your head down, even if you're wrong. You gotta keep on bringing yourself up. It's okay to have a high ego, but don't ever put yourself on a pedestal thinking that you're just you're better than everybody else's opinion, because everybody's equal in their own world. And like if it was to be like a racing roster of whoever got in first place, you're always going to be in first place. There's no one else that's in second place or third place because no one else is in that list. Everybody went in their own speed in their own world. Everybody won. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a winner. It's just in their own world. There's nobody who's behind you. You're on your own world with it. You're by yourself. It's anybody else's option of wanting to actually be part of it, knowing that they want to be in second place with you. You know what I'm saying? They want to be in second place while you're in first place. It just depends on who you're going to meet who actually does. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to put you first instead of just putting you, by that side as equal. Like imagine like being in a relationship and you're with an alpha female even though you're alpha yourself. You know what I'm saying? Two lions in the house. You know what I'm saying? And they want to prove their dominance over each other and they'll ever end well. You know, it just ends up being violent and charges are put, restraining orders. It's crazy. Because you should never be on par with anybody who's as dominant as you are. Because that would just mean it will just end up being in bad situations. You don't ever want to get yourself in trouble. You know, everybody's a peacemaker in here. I don't condone it. I'm not sure if y'all condone violence, but like, to me, it's never been in my arsenal for that shit. I can't. It's just not for me. But I'm never afraid to actually stand up for myself, you know, because you got to do anything you can to actually defend your pride, because like everybody's supposed to have pride. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do anything you can just to defend your like, you know, what you call it, your representation or your reputation. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to defend yourself. Don't just let like anybody like stomp on your name. It's just not right.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause you're your own plane. You should never have people stomp on you while you grow. You gotta have thorns on your arms, bro, to keep them off you.
Yeah, I think people like will back down from they'll like post something on social media and then cancel culture will come after them.
Right,
And
especially the people you call quote unquote friends. Like
yeah, they'll like come after
when
you and then you'll
people,
change your opinion.
right, like when people peer pressure you and you think that they're still your friends, I don't think they're your friends, bro. Like
No.
peer pressure is something that you don't want to like, don't, I don't know like how to say this, like interact with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like being peer pressured is like probably worse than, I don't know how I would like compare that to something, but
You can definitely compare. You can compare peer pressure to just, you know, the willingness of trying to do it for yourself.
or
Because in your head you really want to do this, but in your heart it's just not matching. You know, because your heart has like that little what you call it, little curb that stops you from even trying to go. You can't go anymore because like you're being halted by something that's holding you back, and that's just your gut feeling. But in your mind, you really want to like try to make something work, especially in terms of trying to approach a girl, but your gut feelings is telling you, bro, don't do it. It's just not worth it. You don't want to get your heart broken again by another worse situation. It could be even worse than ever. And that's just the negative traits that, you know, we all have in our heart whenever we want to try to do something. You know, it's a bad habit. It's a bad nerve. But like we gotta learn how to like, you know, dominate over what we feel versus to what we think and what we really want. Because we can always see in the we can think forward in the future on like really good outcomes that could happen. Everything has a reward in the future, and we all want what's, you know, in the prize. We all want what's in the chest, you know, because we value ourselves over anything else in this world other than God, because, you know, God first, you know, because I believe in Christianity, and I believe like in some ways I can never say like there's a certain Lord that we have to worship. You can worship yourself. You don't have to call yourself the God, because that just means you're on top of everybody else. You're not a God. You're a regular human being like all of us. But that don't mean that you're a peasant. You're still strong. You're a soldier in your own army, and you control your own army. You control your own movement. You know what I'm saying? You have a title for yourself, but you need to support yourself other than like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you really want to support the movement of everybody else, as long as you agree to it and actually have an interest. You know what I'm saying? You can join part of the movement and you can become a leader. Two leaders working together along with everybody else multiplied. Multiple leaders who are working together as equal. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the knights of the round table, pretty much. But what y'all? Yeah.
So what'd you say?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I was gonna say, I feel like this generation though can feel like, I feel like this generation can really have problems committing to stuff because they're too afraid of what other people will think about it if they do it.
Yeah.
So I think people just need to actually do stuff instead of just thinking about it constantly and just keep putting it off to the next day. Like everyone says that, but everyone says they'll do it, but they never actually end up doing it. So
No, they don't. They don't ever be like the person they were. But for me, I know like I don't ever be like the man of my word. If I was to make some promises I can never keep, and I would just talk about it, like I would just lay out an entire paragraph and really talk about the promises. But I would always make excuses to why I can never do it because of certain things that's going on right now. You know, I would always miss out the important information about what I have going on for myself, other than just having to acknowledge of doing someone a favor. You know, as something I made a promise about. You know, it's hard to keep a promise when you know you got shit to do in your life. You know, it's always gonna hold you back, and it's terrible. You know, because everybody busy, we're busy mentally, and we can never get stuff done like all the time. But we do our best and we struggle. You know, we struggle to actually get things done mentally because we go through shit. You know, nowadays, and we lack the motivation. You know, we don't have it easy like most of the adults. You know what I'm saying? They didn't grow up with technology. Cause technology for us, it slowed us down. But knowing that they never grew up with much technology and knowing they had to do everything manually on like having to work with their hands, you know what I'm saying? They had to use typewriters, back then. We're using like mechanical keyboards in our phones. We're using laptops. And we're on on, this technology where we're taking advantage of and it's holding us back because the shit we do on, the devices that we use. It destroys us from the inside and that really slows us down. You know what I'm saying? It's really ruining our career because it's like we have so much delays right now and we're finding ways of trying to recover from and we're struggling to find that cure. You know what I'm saying? We all want to find something that can cure us from like slowing us down from actually chasing our dreams, faster. But like ain't nothing been showing. We try to find some things on YouTube on learning how to deal with the shit that you're going through, like depression, and how to quit watching, um, sites that are illegal, like porn. Like it's really something like that's really hard for all the youth children out there, man. Like old heads think they had it hard. Nah, bro. We had it way more hard for like mentally, especially losing friends too. Like, it breaks our heart. You know what I'm saying? It breaks his heart like having to mourn for loss, cause they really had an impact in our life, and it's really crucial. You know what I'm saying? It's crucial that we had to go through shit mentally, and it brings us down and it demotivates us from actually trying to do things now. And when it comes to school, it really to our head of how traumatizing of what we had to go through, is, and people think that we're ignorant. We can't really pay attention. They think that we're just not listening at all, but we are. But we're just in our feelings right now, and adults need to really understand that we need time for ourselves, and you got to give us that space. Or if you have an idea how to make us feel better instead of having to force us to work as if we were like slaves or doing child labor, you really got to give us time. Treat us like a human being. Don't treat us like a dog, bro. We're not pets to you. We're not like the obedient ones as you think that we are. You know what I'm saying? We may be obedient, but you gotta treat us with respect. You know what I'm saying? And like you would have your day of trying to rush the process in class, and you would be rude to us. You know what I'm saying? And just showing like disrespect and shit. Like we don't fuck with how you're dealing with us, because we may be children to you, but mentally we all grown. We growing up. You know what I'm saying? We rising up to be, part of y'all, y'all society. We're about to be legal. We're about to be in the streets, about to have a good time. We're about to hit clubs. But, in real life, we ain't doing that shit. We still here and we're jacking off the porn and we're playing video games all night with friends and just trash talking as if we ain't got no life at all. You know what I'm saying? It got to change for us. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? We got to take a stand of having to evolve and get out of our comfort zone, but we still got to be comfortable having like get it out, like get it out of your body smoothly. You got to do, you know what I'm saying? You should never have that struggle of having to deal with anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no point. Nobody wants to have to be dealing with troubles in their life no more, bro. They just don't.
Right.
Everybody wants to have a nice, smooth life. Everybody wants to live it right. Everybody wants to like travel nowadays. Everybody wants to live the dream. Everybody wants to become a millionaire. Everybody want to have a mansion. But like, it's only for most people, not everybody, bro. It's most people who are given that, gift of having that, that early ticket to the fast life, the good life where, you saying you just live in a good dream. You live in a good dream that you always had planted in your head as a kid, and now like look at you, you're at where you dreamed of being, and you're happy. But for us, we're all here miserable, and we're looking on the shit on social media, and everybody having a good time, and we're really jealous. But we gotta turn jealousy into motivation. You know what I'm saying? We should never complain about, oh, if I had this, it'd be way easier. We gotta learn how to like be crafty. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show the adults that we can do almost anything that they can do, but in our own way. Cause we're creative like that. You know why? Cause we're different breeds like that. But they don't understand what being a different breed means. They think that we're just some type of hybrids. Nah. Cause if that means being a hybrid, they don't mean like a human fucking an animal and they give birth to a humanoid animal. We don't want that. Imagine that. Actually, I seen that shit on social media. That shit was crazy. But that was like one time. I'll tell you, never seen a human pig.
Look like animals, so
Oh yeah.
they might be fine.
Personally, I run to a lot of animals in class. Monkeys, mostly monkey spirits. You know what monkey spirits are? The people who always be making like unnecessary noises and just being straight up annoyed in class. Like they would just never shut up. And apparently they would get in trouble and they have anger issues. So like they're always gonna take it out on something. Like for me, like when I was in my middle school at Rogers, it was like it's a little town in Florida, in Riverview. This girl, this girl took her anger out on swiping everything off my teacher's desk, right? Like she literally just swiped everything off the desk, walked out the room, started punching lockers. Like everybody in the hallway, this was upstairs too, so like everybody heard that shit. And she was just straight up talking to herself and just like literally just cussing. She was just straight up cussing and saying, "Oh, this bitch ass teacher, like she's so lame and shit." And like everybody in the classroom just all like they're all gasping because like, bro, this shit really happened. And for me, like I ain't never run into someone who had the most anger issues and wanted to take it out on all the objects in the room and really just want to swipe everything off like that and started punching lockers only because like you didn't have things your way. So like that just shows like, you know what I'm saying, everybody don't want to be like taking orders from anybody because they're their own leader and they really try to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? But it's an embarrassing moment that you really had to force yourself to go out your way and have to like prove your point. You know what I'm saying? You proved the point of saying that nobody should really fuck with you because you're not some type of joke that people would take you for. People should never be making fun of you or having to roast you, like have to compare you to some type of animal. Cause no, we all animals. We're all, some type of bastard that nobody fucks with sometimes. We have our moments, you know, but we all have like that side of wanting to ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because like it does something to us mentally, and we don't really like that shame put on us. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to live with shame at all. It eats us like mentally, bro, and nobody wants that shit. You know?
Right.
Jay, you got anything to say?
I mean, Juju said like everything, bro. Like everything you said was facts. Like, mm,
I feel like when people say that, I feel like there's some things that I do leave out, and it's very important information that with agreements there'll always be like a side of perspective, because I could have the same perspective of everybody else, but there's some things that I don't know that everybody else does. So like the question is, what do y'all know that I don't know, and what each other doesn't know? You know what I'm saying about what y'all see in life. From your eye, because maybe I haven't been through much as what y'all have been going through, because it'll get to me. It'll get to me a while. Like I missed out on some important information. Like we can definitely talk about it for sure. You know what I'm saying? But this is what this whole podcast is about, and what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about our past, and it's gonna do well for our future, because why? It's a good benefit. It's a good seed to our plant. It's a good boost. You know what I'm saying? It's a good boost for everybody who is watching this right now, bro. Everybody who is watching this video right now, and you could actually feel us on our point of view about life, because there's plenty more of where this is all coming from. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some important segments in life of of what y'all can definitely agree to, and what could definitely help y'all, instead of just like reading quotes off Instagram. I fuck with Justin LeBoy. I know y'all know who Justin LeBoy is, the guy who's always spamming hashtag respectfully, but he always proves some important factors. Yeah,
Yeah.
most people can definitely agree on some things, like especially in terms of relationship, or just people that you don't fuck with and you just really want to cut off. If there's no any other option, there's always other options, bro. There's never one thing. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta really get creative with what your mindset really has, in store for you. Don't just like give up instantly and just get along with this bad process, because you're going to leave a bad effect for everybody else. That just proves that you're just a poison to society. You don't want to be a poison to society. You want to be a good benefit. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it in a good way. Of if you really want to cut that person off because they're just not doing you any good, then you know what I'm saying, go for it. That's like putting a dog down who don't want to who don't want to be normal. You gotta put them down. You gotta get rid of them. Gotta get rid of them. I'm not saying you gotta put a bullet in their head or kill them, but no, you can definitely change their mind. I'm saying, hey, you should definitely not fuck with me, because I don't think you should fuck with me forever, because I could be a bad benefit to your not ruin your shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want that. But like people have such a high ego, thinking, bro, I doubt that you would ever do that. You too soft. You know what I'm saying? You a bitch ass nigga, and I'll beat the fuck out of you and shit. Nah, bro. That just means like, nah, it's just too late. You gotta cut them off, because if they're gonna keep on speaking to you, even though you're very serious and you're trying to change their mind on trying to change their perspective of how they see you, instead of just seeing you as a joke, you gotta cut them off like permanently, because like that's the only way you're gonna ever keep them quiet, because they're never gonna reach you again. I'm saying not everything has to be involved with violence. That's just someone who's trying to challenge your mentality. They want to bring the worst out of you, and you should never do that, because you know unleashing trouble means there's always going to have consequences for you. So you should never like have to dare yourself on trying to test your mind on people. Never take your anger out off peer pressure. They're really trying to they're really trying to challenge you mentally. I really want you to like do something that's so embarrassing, bro. You should never embarrass yourself on having to like prove your point, because you should never be noticed for the worst things that you have done, and that is hurting another person. You know what I'm saying? You're about to change a person's life, but you're not about to do it like physically, bro. You're gonna do it mentally. and you're not gonna hurt them. You're gonna convince them with a truthful word on reality. You gotta be really realistic. You gotta be, you gotta be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be yourself and not having to like to have to show the worst side of you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be very convincing. You gotta speak from the heart. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak from the heart, but don't ever speak from anger, bro. You gotta speak from from a good vibe. Everybody love good vibes, right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have good vibes all around you, bro. You should never switch up for anybody, bro. You gotta stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be lame, bro. Not ever. Don't be a lame and just be straight up boring. Because most people would definitely expect that out of you, and they would definitely challenge you mentally. So you gotta be on equal energy no matter what. And nobody's forcing you to be on equal energy. You can just basically just say like, "Hey, I'm not really on that timing right now." You feel me? And we're gonna get into that urban slang too, because I don't think most people understand that shit. And I don't know all the urban slang, but I know like when I be watching streams like your age, and he be talking about, oh, he on that time, she on that timing. We're gonna definitely get into that too, because I feel like there's some boomers out there who don't get that, and they just think that it's just very confusing. Like, guess we just weird as hell. We're not weird. We're just very intellectual in our own way. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking from the streets. We're talking off the internet. This is what the internet is teaching us, bro. Cause I guess adults, like, regular humans, ain't really teaching us as easily as what computers doing for us. Unless it's something that they're really interested about. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody want to ride somebody else's wave after someone started shit. You know what I'm saying? And it will get annoying for most people, but for us, it's just a habit now. Cause you could say something unintentionally, and it'll just be annoying to people, and they're gonna feel some type of way about it. So we definitely have to be forced to explain ourselves, even if we don't really need to. Cause that just means like these people are looking up to us, and they want to know why we say this type of stuff, or we do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They think that the shit that we live for ain't normal at all. This is a new generation of normal, bro. It's a new normal that everybody gotta adapt to. My new normal is in here, and I make plans mentally of what I could do in the future, and I will just like think of a plan of how I would definitely meet my next girlfriend, whoever I might approach, and actually make a year-round relationship with, hopefully till marriage, and you know what I'm saying, that, and what I might do for the rest of my life once I start with my first step of getting a car, and that is like doing my research or just waiting on the weekends for my next driving lesson. Right now it ain't going well because apparently I'm fucking up in traffic, so I gotta start back at square one with parking lots. A full 5 weeks on the parking lots and another full 5 weeks back in the neighborhood, then working up my confidence on the road and make sure I know everything I'm doing instead of having to do shit on my phone, just preparing for it. Cause everything this relies on physical technique, and I'm not really there mentally. Cause for me, I really do space out. You know what I'm saying? I space out in class, so I space out when I gaming. So what makes you think I might space out when I'm driving? I don't know. Cause for me, everything just runs the same way for me, and I need to know what's going on and what I can do. And when I just look at Google and I see all these solutions, and I just see fancy words saying grounding yourself and staying focused, it's so hard to doing that because like I don't know how to do that in that feeling. I don't know what I should feel when I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? People never learn like teach people how to do that shit from the feeling of trying. You know what I'm saying? You could ball in a different way or just flex your muscles, but nobody knows how to flex their bicep. They don't know what that feeling is. They don't know what they need to feel to actually flex that muscle. Nobody knows how to do anything from the mind. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to say in words, but they don't know how to do it physically. Because everybody has a different technique, and everybody got a secret talent. Not everybody else is like built the same. So like, you could explain your skill, and it could help for other people, but you gotta definitely be descriptive on what you're feeling when you're doing some type of stuff, Cause it's just more than words now. Cause you gotta learn how to do things from like from what your mind and what you're feeling from your blood. You know what I'm saying? Cause not many people know how to do that stuff or have to like they don't know how to explain that. And that needs to be um that needs to be that needs to be something that needs to be put on the internet with people who are struggling to do this and that. Mm.
Hey,
Well,
question now.
yeah.
What topic is this?
Topic. Oh, I don't know. I was just writing I was writing through it.
I could tell when you high. You just yeah. You talk a you talk a lot.
I know.
Yeah, for sure. You don't
But that's nothing bad.
Nah, it's good because like when you're coming up with something, like when you're really in your zone, like you don't really got to be in your zone. It's just a habit. Like you know what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be like a 24-hour broadcast. It would be like a movie that will never end. Like there's just so much I do know. It's just I really gotta talk about it so like I can really build it up so I can make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole big story like everybody would definitely be interested in. People be definitely binge watching this shit for sure, bro. Imagine that.
So how much time are we in there right now?
Right now, let's see. Still recording. We've been recording for almost 56 minutes now. 56 minutes.
Bro, you gotta be at least 20. Nah, hat, bro.
I told you.
That's pretty good though. Hey, that's progress, bro. This is like almost a full broadcast right there.
I mean, that was only you though.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm not sure if y'all had anything to say, cause I feel like y'all were in like
I didn't know
mentally
what
prepared.
question we was on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Topic or whatever.
I was gonna ask one of y'all if y'all had like problems at home. I don't think anybody does. I was just alright.
No, no.
I already said my
Alright,
problems
so
for sure.
I guess Juju. Like, alright, here's how we should structure this shit. Instead of just introducing ourselves and like in the beginning or whatnot,
Yeah.
I feel like it should just be a personal video.
Personal.
So like you already like talked about your life and shit.
Yeah.
So that one video should be about Juju. Like here's Juju or this is Juju.
Yeah.
The next video should be this is Jay. This is someone else or whatever.
Oh, so basically
Like infinite.
Oh, okay. So
Like this is, and then on the like on YouTube on like the playlist, it would be like this is the podcast or whatever the fuck.
okay.
So, I don't know.
So like
it would just be like that.
so everybody should have 30 minutes for themselves, for every video.
30 minutes to an hour talking about this. So
Yeah,
can
I'm
do
about to
another
play a
one.
song, Mute Groove.
So when I finish this recording, I already have this channel ready. I already have the channel ready for upload. So
you already have your introduction done.
yeah, for sure.
And then next, I could talk about some shit in my life. Somebody else can.
Mhm.
Whatever. It's however long, like we need.
Yeah, whatever you
So-
feel like you have, to get out of your chest. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody here, and we're here to listen. You know what I'm saying? We're here to listen and have our agreements. But feel free to like ever want to jump in though. Like if you ever want to have something to say.
Yeah, I was just confused when we was talking about, so that's why I was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got I'm not saying that you have to or need to, but like, whatever you feeling right now, you can always jump in and have
But
your
since we
2
know
cents.
what we talking or what we doing right now, who wants to go next on a little introduction? I mean, we don't all have to do it.
I mean, we still got time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like niggas want to
I
get
don't,
off and
like-
shit.
I don't know what we really talk about though. That's the thing.
Let's see what
Just talk about like you see Juju, he was just talking. Like
you know what I'm saying.
just
Come
talk
up with
about
something.
everything in your life.
You don't have to come up with something in your mind like this. Just say a single word, and boom, you should already be on the road with it. So like you just say one single word and be like, oh, girl, toys, games, shit. Food.
So who wants
Addiction.
to speak now? Like for like introduction and shit. It could be me. It could be y'all. Whatever y'all want to do.
I'll like. I have a lot of things. So
Yes, speaker.
We can start with you, Jaden, though, if you really want to.
Who, me?
Yeah, you can do it.
Alright, fuck it.
Alright.
it's like
Yeah,
Oh, make sure feel
Oh, go ahead.
everybody else feel free to jump in if y'all have something to say too.
Alright, but
yeah,
you do
talk,
that.
you
Or
talk
no.
the
I
majority
have a-
of the time, but I'll
said what?
jump in if you need. You
said
talk
what?
the
I have
majority
like
of the time.
over here.
Wait, Perp, you're low. What did you say again? I thought.
You gotta talk the majority of the time, but we're like, if you have something to say, we'll jump in.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know.
cause we're gonna help you out for sure.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'ma just be talking, Doug. I'm playing Rocket League and shit. I'm in my zone, so I'ma just be talking. Who said sorry?
guys.
You're
It's
leaving.
3:30.
No, you're not, nigga.
I'm tired, bro.
Nigga.
Why, bro? I
What
stay
do you
up late
possibly
every
have to
day.
do, bruh?
Go to sleep.
Nigga, you're not even tired, bro. Last night you
bro.
went to sleep at like fucking 9. You're not tired.
Bro, I didn't even. I got 3 hours of sleep yesterday.
You know what? To wake you up, you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Silent now.
did you get your blood pumping?
Oh, bro. Stand up real quick.
Stretch,
Stand up,
do some push-ups
do
or some shit.
push-ups.
Fucking
Jinx.
play with your balls. Some shit, bro. No, don't go. Alright, come on. Like, stretch. Do something. Wake up.
I think like we should talk about probably this generation, cause like me and Juju and Jay, we was talking about that last night.
Yeah. Remember how he came? Remember he came into this voice channel like as immature as hell, while everybody else was serious.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me or Mocha? Oh, wait, no, it was definitely Mocha.
I think it's yeah.
This nigga was
Probably.
saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Actually, no, we're gonna let you speak for that. You know, I have.
We were in YRG, so I thought we were trolling and shit.
I mean, everyone trolls.
Everybody chose in YG.
But
I'm
nigga,
still
you
YG,
came
but
at
like,
the wrong time. That's the only thing.
yeah, we still YG as shit. We YG as shit. It's just, you know, you came at the wrong time, man. Came at the right place at the wrong time for sure.
Alright, are you ready? So,
Yeah.
you give me like a question to start off, because that's what Juju is.
How do you? Okay. No, go ahead.
Hurt. Oh, no. Like, give me a question. Like
Oh,
what? Yeah.
how you feel about the people in this generation? Like people in this generation, how they act around you. Like what you feel?
Alright, dog. So, basically, how I feel is, I don't know. Like, I feel like people say this generation's lost, this generation's this generation's that. I don't think they lost. I feel like they're more expressive.
Like
Because
confused?
in the 90s, 80s, some shit, I don't know what y'all were saying last night. Y'all were saying 90s looked nice and all this shit. From what I'm hearing, the 90s was a worse place. That's what I'm hearing, though. I don't know. But I feel like if you were secretly gay in the 80s, 90s, bro, you just couldn't show it / do it because, like,
They
shit
didn't
was
really
way
accept
worse
that
in the
stuff back
80s.
then.
They were afraid to step out, pretty much.
Shit was way worse back then. Like, if you were black and gay, you're at 2 disabilities right there. Like, you just can't do shit. Like,
no, you're the
bro,
silent one forever.
yeah, so it's like nowadays I feel like they're more expressive, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad to be in that type of zone. What I just don't like is like they're just taking life so seriously, man. And I'm serious, like, bro, this is like not a game, like you said, like this is serious shit. This is like you know what I'm saying, this is not something to take lightly. Like, this is all you have. Life is all you have, and when you lose it, it's gone. So it's like you should take it seriously to an extent, but there's no fun in life if you just stressing over every little problem, every little situation.
There is
So
never
what
a need for that.
Exactly. So I feel like they are more like, it's just different, and I can't I can't get used to. Well, I can, but it's like taking more time. Like, cause like like let's say the gay people, right? But like the extremely like into it type people, right?
Mhm.
Like the niggas who are like getting mad at every little thing, like the baby situation. That shit just pisses me off. That shit don't even make sense to me for real. But yeah, it's just like shit like that. Like I really can't get behind, bro. But it's like I said, like it's just more expressive, and they're expressing their own views, and I love that. Like I said, but I don't know why I can't get used to it. But another thing is, it's just like everyone I feel like is following the trend a little bit too,
Mhm.
because there's a difference
Hmm.
between expressing and just trying to be a part of something. And it's like, when I was in middle school, my nigga, everyone was turning gay at the age of fucking
Oh man,
13 or some shit.
I remember having friends with. I was being friends with this guy, and I never knew he was gay. Like
Exactly.
he was slowly turning though, like a zombie who just got bit.
Yeah,
And
like I have
after hearing it from the girls, bro, like I had two girls who knew him, and one of them dated that boy, and I thought they was capping when they
same.
said that he was gay, and he would always come to my crib and we just be hooping, and they think they just be in he would be in my room, we just watching movies and shit. Like hell no, bro. That's some shit I couldn't even do, especially with sleepovers. I couldn't do a sleepover with another boy at the age of 14. I just couldn't do it. No, no. I felt that
Bro,
that shit was too fruity. I remember my mom saying that, "Oh, you want to have a sleepover with your friend?" And I was like, "Nah." I couldn't do it with my cousin. They older now, so like, nah. That's something that you could have had as a kid. Like if you was like 7 years old or even 6, that was valid. But when you're in your teen years, you have a different perspective on like these sleepover shits. Like y'all not gonna be sleeping in the same room no more. You know what I'm saying? One or the other, you're gonna be sleeping in different rooms. That could be a good working sleepover. But nobody be doing sleepovers in 2021 because now everybody growing, everybody caught on to this culture now. So now it's about fearing gays now. We fear gays now. We fear gay
Right.
niggas. We fear
I
that.
don't
Like,
know
we don't want.
why. Like, I don't know, bro. And another thing, really, about not just this generation, just in general, it's just fucking. It's just like, oh wow, I haven't been in one of these in a while. Shit. But anyway, yeah, fucking, just like Caribbean parents in college just go hand in hand for some fucking reason. They just stressed on you about college. Like everything's about college. I wake up, go downstairs to get some fucking breakfast. They just talk about college. These niggas do not give up when it comes to college, like talking about and shit. I'm like, why, bro? Why is it so crazy? Because thing is, I don't have my friends not going to college for like financial reasons. Like, like for student loans and shit, they're not trying to keep paying that until they're fucking 50 years old.
I don't
Like,
know. You gotta
and I
like.
absolutely understand that, but it's like at the same time, I couldn't. I have to go to college even if I didn't want to because of my parents, and I don't like that because it's like,
Think
bruh,
I
like
think what I know about the student loans, you gotta like do I guess like an extra 5 years of like being in college so you can pay it off. Cause I know that shit be high.
yeah, bro, like it's just fucking ridiculous. And like my parents, like I don't do shit for anybody. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it.
True.
But the thing is, it's like it's my parents. Like I don't want to like
What I know is that
have
the
to
parents they
move
want it.
out and
Yeah.
shit. Like having to be kicked out and living with that guilt, and then having to find my own place. Like
Yeah.
who's gonna take me in? Like I don't want to intrude anybody's fucking house. I don't want to intrude anybody's anything.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm thinking too much about it, so I should just shut the fuck up and go to college. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like I don't want to be regretting that. And
Yeah.
like
The
my
sad thing
my
about
parents,
reality
it's
is that we all on limited time. So I guess that life is never unlimited. It's limited to like a certain standpoint. You just really gotta make time to actually do it like on time. Like you don't have to do it now, but you have to do it at some time now, cause like there's gonna be a point where you're not gonna be allowed to live with your parents, and they don't like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? and it's really bad, and we gotta really speed things up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta speed it up, but you know we all have the opportunity of resting. But you know, there's gonna be a day where we're gonna have to stop resting. We gotta stay up 24/7 just to make plans on getting to college, because
And
college is the way of surviving.
I'm practicing about that, like, cause I'm really my biggest fear for some reason is just not being financially stable. Because look at these like, look around, bro. Look at these fucking
Homeless
like
people
homeless people, fucking niggas who do crack on the side of the street. They
eating
never said, "Hey, when
blunts,
I grow up,
tweaking
I'ma
on
do this
building.
shit." Like, bro, they never thought that would be their life, bro. Life goes on, shit happens, shit changes in a second.
And the thing is, for
Life can
them,
be gone in 20 seconds. Like,
oh yeah, and it's been shown on footage. They're literally
yeah,
killing themselves on camera. They're smashing themselves senseless on, you know, a brick building, and you know, blood coming out their arm, blood gushing out their freaking noggin. Like, it's just it's crazy when you know that your life is coming to an end and you just want to end it all. Since nobody's by your side no more, it just sucks.
it
But like
really
the fact
does
that
suck.
they're really torturing themselves this much, it just shows like, you know what I'm saying. It's just been over. It's the end of the book, so might as well fuck it.
Yeah, bro. It's like
You're
it's
burning your
sad
way to
because
hell.
it's like I don't know. Being financially stable is just crazy to me because it's like I don't know. Like, what if I'm not? And it's like, yeah. So it's like I really wanna like y'all know I produce and shit. Like I
Yeah,
make
Mhm.
music and all that.
it's
I
soothing
wanna
for
be
your
big.
mentality for sure. It keeps you comfortable for sure.
Yeah. Like I wanna be big in music, and I also like whether that's being a producer, an artist, whatever.
Yeah,
Like whatever. Working with anybody really pleases me. And it's like, bro, like hopefully I get to do that full time one day, but then I of course have to have a fallback. So I'm being a graphic designer, or that's my pathway at least.
yeah,
And so even if I'm not in music, I can still kind of be in music, like design like fucking billboards, design fucking shit album covers. Like bro, like
yeah.
everything.
You gotta keep working for it and actually get your stuff out there. Cause it's important to get your stuff out there so people can actually know that you're selling this and they actually like it. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to help everybody else who's upcoming and they're selling designs. I follow the graphic designer. I know he's chasing dreams. Dude got 20,000 followers off a shout out from John Hunt, and he is like one of the best voiceover guys who can put people on if they ever need a shout out. If you're doing graphic designs and you got a future ahead of you, and you really need to get your stuff out there, always hit up somebody who's willing to accept DMs and all that. They're willing to shout you out so they can definitely support what you're selling, especially beats.
Yeah,
So no, everybody love beats, especially every upcoming rapper out there. Everybody who's very talented but don't know how to get it out there, or they just not financially stable on trying to buy the promos and all that. So everything costs money in this
Um,
world. You can never have anything for free. So
who was gonna say
I was
something? Oh,
I
here you
was
go.
watching Aiden's video, and on a side note, okay, so for those of us that are still in school, I'm pretty sure we're going back on lockdown at some point in time because this virus isn't going anywhere for at least probably like a couple years or some shit.
yeah,
So how do you think that'll affect school? You think it'll be the same way how it was last year?
I feel like
Oh
it
well,
would. I think they're going to definitely force us to put the mask on again. Cause I seen so many people in public not wearing masks anymore. So like everybody
Which
was
is
getting
really
comfortable.
stupid.
Yeah,
I mean, from where I am, it's mandatory to go back to school. Whether it's hybrid, like you go in for 3 days and then you stay virtual for two, or it's just full time.
they never did
You have
that
to be
shit
in school.
bi-weekly. I think the only time they would ever send us to quarantine is just for my school when I was still in school, there would always be that one person in class that did have COVID. So um, what the principal would do is whoever that student was that sat next to you or like a row behind you, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
be forced to do a 10-day quarantine break or a quarantine, away from school. So you have to do e-learning, and um, for me, it was unintentional. I only had my 3 days because they had the wrong guy. So I got quarantined for no reason. I ended up missing one day of school, and boom, that fucked up my conduct of grades and shit. So I also sell my 3.0. I could have had a 3.0 if I didn't get quarantine and have like an unexcused day. I could have went that day if I thought I had a 10-day quarantine break. Thought life was gonna be good, but hell no.
I mean, I had virtual, like fully virtual, and
Same.
Nah,
I might as well admit I cheated, like all my shit. Never
Yeah,
did the shit
same.
I didn't need to do, like formatives, like put like homework and classwork and shit. Never did that. I only did the things that mattered. At least in my school district, is fucking summative grades like tests and uh quizzes, whatever. So yeah,
For me,
but
I
it's
was
like
I skipped class. There would be time I would skip class, but I would make sure I get my work done fast so I can like skip class and go to the basketball court for PE, so I can play basketball or football with some kids I know. Like every time in third
Yeah.
period, I would just do that. It would be like every time in third period because I have friends in third period that play basketball, and I had Marine science. So like any type of work that she would give me, I'd do that shit fast, and I'll just pull my phone out and start cheating, especially on the chest. And I would just tell her, "Can I use the bathroom?" And she would let me go, of course. But I would come back sweaty as hell when the bell rings, and she'd be like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Nah, my stomach was hurt, and I had diarrhea, and it was really hot in the restroom, so like it fucked me up. I was so exhausted. But really, I just came from the court having a good ass workout. I was just in heavy clothes, and that's all. But she really went out her way. It was like
Oh,
my
that's
fifth
crazy.
attempt, bro. She sent me to the nurse, and they really put me on that go kart, and really drove me all the way to that clinic right next to the cafeteria, bro. There was so many kids at the cafeteria. They was looking at me, bro. Some of them actually knew who I was. It's like the fact that they was really looking at me, bro. Man, I feel like I shouldn't have ever went to that corp grill because like everybody looking at me when I'm on that cart, and I never been on somebody else's cart like that. Especially they literally escorted me to the clinic as if I'm about to faint. That shit crazy, bro. It's embarrassing as hell that
you know
people are looking at me like that, bro.
the craziest shit right now. It's like school. Everybody's like, oh, it's nostalgic. Like, bro, I remember I did this. I remember I did this in school. I remember I did that.
They like
As
bringing
soon
that
as we
shit
get
up on a
back to
daily
that shit,
basis.
as soon as I get back in that shit, or we get back in that shit, it's gonna be crazy because everybody gonna fucking hate it. But it's
For
like
real.
that's the thing about nostalgia is that it really is a fucking killer. Like nostalgia will bring you back to a terrible place
Oh yeah.
and then say it's good. Like me, back when I was mentioning like the shit that I used to live in, bro. I was like, it is nostalgic because that's an actual home to me. That's a house I lived in and actually had memories and childhood. That's where I was fucking always lived. So it was like, of course, it's gonna be nostalgic. But the thing is, it's like, it wasn't good. Like it wasn't always good.
For
It
me,
wasn't always like great. Like nostalgia says, it was
what type of
shit.
what type of nostalgia have you ever like been mentioned for? Like for you, like what type of nostalgia is something like gets your interest?
Like there's types of nostalgia. Like what do you mean?
Like what is the type of nostalgia that you ever had once in your life and that's being brought back to you?
Um, like just like could I say like the smell of my house or some shit? Like a smell
Anything.
that brings me back to my roots or what?
I feel like anything in general, especially with school. Like what type of nostalgia do you ever experience from school and home?
Um, what type? Like I don't know what types, but it's like I just I don't know. I just
Anything
trying to
that
think
ever
how to
happened?
clarify what it,
Okay, so
like.
like basically anything that ever happened before that was a good feeling for you back then and it's being brought back to you now like in the current year. You know what I'm saying? You had a good time
Um.
back then and it's being brought back to you again. Knowing that you're gonna definitely relive the nostalgia,
Uh.
but
Okay.
realize it just
Okay.
don't feel the same pretty much.
I know. No. I know. So probably just the feeling of feeling a little bit happy again, and like no depressed shit, but like haven't been obviously none of us have been fucking as happy as we were as fucking children. But like
Nah.
exactly, but it's like nowadays it's starting to kind of come back, like, and it's definitely not stress free. Like it's fucking like I'm worrying about shit 24 fucking 7. But it's like at the same time, it's like I'm just glad to be who I am. Like I'm so happy. I think I said this last night,
Yeah.
but it's like I'm so glad of who I turned out to be. So it's like what was really my problem of being upset, being sad, whatever the fuck, was that I was just scared of who I was gonna be like in the future. Like it's like the same thing of being financially stable. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna be the future, and I kept stressing about the future. But
Yeah.
I'm glad about who I turned out to be, and I'm glad who like I'm not even worried about the future like that anymore. Like I am, but it's not to the point where I'm every day consistently worrying about it.
You know
Cause
why?
like
Because we all.
I'm only 16. Like that's crazy. Like literally like only 16, and I'm over here worrying about fucking taxes and all this shit. I mean, 2 years I'm gonna be having to worry about that shit. But like, let me just enjoy the time I have now.
Yeah, for sure. Because you came a long way from the grind. The grind of growing, and you're going to eventually have to experience even more things. It's going to be proving the challenge, but nothing's impossible. You just got to really know, you got to know your stuff so that whenever you do something outside of life itself, you will never have a problem again. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be set for living. You're going to be eating good. You're going to be feeding yourself. You're going to eventually have a family that's going to support you. But having a wife is like one of the reasons why they're going to um, help you with taxes and affording like homage. You know what I'm saying? With like the good things living, it's never a good thing to ever stay single for the rest of your life because you're gonna need somebody who's gonna back you up. You know what I'm saying? If you're having a struggle with work and all that, and you're not really doing well, you're gonna need somebody to help you out, like managing your pay and all that. You know what I'm saying? And you're eventually gonna have kids who's gonna help pay rent for you. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever they do, as long as you raise them well, they're gonna be taught to actually feed you good. But that's never a good thing if you're really just teaching your kids only to take care of you when you should be taking care of your kids. Only if they grown, if they're in their adulthood and they're very generous with their money and they're willing to feed you when you've been feeding them all day life. You know what I'm saying? That's good. You should never like teach them how to, you know, feed you like a child, bro. Because they're child, you're the adult, and you're the parent of those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that would just be bad parenting.
Alright, I got another idea actually.
Okay.
For the introduction shit. My fault. It's like the third fucking idea.
Okay.
But, what's it called? I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm just saying we should just have questions to answer, like each and every one of us, like 5 questions, like
Oh yeah.
where are you from? Why are you like this? Like shit like that. Like I'll help you like do the questions. But niggas haven't been talkative, Mocha. Ever like
He said he wanted to go to sleep, but he ain't left the shit now. He's still.
he's not going to sleep. That nigga should know.
For real. I know Mo. He's
I
14,
Googled
ain't
a
he?
few, like
Hmm?
He's.
characteristics.
Oh, there you go.
You said what?
Mocha.
You awake?
Yo, bruh.
Oh, he sounds wide awake. So yeah, we're great now.
Okay.
Wow, I was low key sleeping.
All right, bro.
Well, all right. So we
Okay.
got. Oh god.
Oh yeah. Let's make that a thing though. If you ever feel sleepy, bro, squeeze in like 10 minutes of sleep and come back to us. You know what I'm saying? But
that
do
is
stay.
awesome.
But do stay. You know what I'm saying? You can squeeze in some sleep. Just don't get off forever, man. Because we need you in this podcast for sure.
Wait, so how long did
I got a
how long
question,
did you
Gio.
talk for?
I didn't no that we're scratching that idea. We're not doing that. We're just gonna do like we're introducing ourselves with a bunch of questions, and then it's gonna be like different videos. Nobody gets to talk during those times because yeah, the, yeah.
Okay.
But,
I got a question for y'all.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
How do y'all feel about COVID-19 is our defining moment for this generation?
I mean, it
Like,
kind of sucks as a defining moment. Like, who wants that to be?
He means like
generation?
this is a really big thing. Like I don't think people realize how big this thing is. Like this is actually a big deal.
It is.
Shit is actually a big deal.
But the fact that nobody's
Real.
Should
but the fact that nobody's actually fearing it is bringing so much risk now. Like I know I'll be watching Rolling Loud and I love seeing a hype audience, but like the fact that nobody has mask on and
Yeah.
it's very risky seeing anybody who does have COVID, and that could kill millions. Whoever went to Rolling Loud or what's that place in California, Summerilla or some shit. What's that place called?
Over for a little bit.
I don't know.
Coachella, that place. Motherfuckers be going there sometimes when it's big there, or when they go to Wild Park, theme park, any type of theme park, and there's nobody's wearing a mask, and it's definitely serious. But I don't mean
What do you think about the vaccine though? Like, if you get the vaccine,
I don't want the vaccine.
they have not given it a single full year. They didn't give it a full year on that shit. They have not given a year of validation that it was going to be a legit vaccine. People think
They don't have to
after this.
you should have to wear a mask if they got all the vaccinations for it.
But the thing is, like, they're actually making a rule for most places now. Like in some shops, you're gonna they're gonna require you being vaccinated to allow you in a place now.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah,
New York.
Yeah, I seen
I
that
feel
shit,
like
bro.
the vaccine is definitely a bigger agenda, but I can't say what.
That's the most dangerous thing, though.
No.
Vaccines even
That's why I
dangerous
don't
than COVID itself, because who knows, you might die from that too.
Chronic plague.
But they just announced that like 6 months ago, though.
Do you think people should have to take the vaccine?
They should take it when it's given a
not
year,
everybody can
though.
have it.
True.
I feel like we should trust our immune systems though. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
like,
We're all young. You know what I'm saying?
like niggas
No, but
who
it's-
are at our age are just worrying about it,
Like,
even though they don't have any like medical condition that will.
Yeah, if
Especially-
you have a condition.
Especially if you had like surgery with a certain part of your body. Like if you got something removed and you know you're vulnerable to any type of disease, you're most likely going to get
Yeah.
COVID. But for me, I never did any surgery getting any part of my body removed, so I'm good. So I'm not going to get COVID. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
Well,
haven't done
No,
COVID
it's not
yet.
about getting it; it's about surviving. I'm
True.
saying,
True.
I'm saying if you don't have anything wrong, like respiratory or asthma or anything,
No.
niggas are scared about dying from it, even though they don't have any of that, and we're
Well,
really
Yeah.
healthy.
here's the thing. There's no
What the hell
such
is
thing
that,
as a 100% insurance that you'll not die just because you don't have any problems. Things could happen, but is it likely that you're gonna die? I don't know. I really can't say. I can't say because I haven't had it.
I know, but we also
Is
like
that-
we don't go around fearing like the flu that much, and that kills like way more people than COVID ever.
Yeah,
has, so.
exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all know,
man. Oh, go ahead.
do y'all know CDC News?
I don't believe the news. I feel like they just be capping sometimes.
They really do.
They edit a lot of footages and they just make it seem like some
Wait,
things
what'd
are
you
just
say?
missed out.
Did you say the first
They had created this like document, and it's called zombie like preparedness. Like these niggas really preparing for a zombie apocalypse.
Oh my gosh.
I feel
I
like
don't know
that's
if it's
fake.
gonna happen. Like, I actually it'd be kind of cool. Not kind of cool.
Hell no, bro.
I
Just
feel
having to watch your
I feel
family
like
turn
that's
into
like
zombies the
I don't know if
worst
this
thing.
is the-
Especially
I
at
don't
night.
think it's the perfect
That's
term
gonna be
for
like
it, but I feel
Walking
like
Dead
it's
all
Leslie
over
because
again,
of
nigga.
Leslie's done.
Nah, bro, that's nightmarific right there. I used to be having
Like,
dreams about that shit.
I feel like it's like when they say like, "Oh, we saw a UFO" type shit.
Remember that Area 51 meme though? You remember that Area 51 meme?
No, there's definitely aliens.
Nah, that
but I'm
shit
just
is
saying,
fake.
like,
That shit
you're
is
not
like
seeing
not
fucking
real.
UFOs flying around, bro. But there's
I never see one.
Do you guys think we should stay
Like
on
that
topic?
stuff.
I think we should stay on situations because people are like, if they're actually gonna watch this stuff, if we like get off topic, then
It's gonna be
that-
very controversial.
Oh, true.
Talk about
Cause we gotta separate that shit from like every
yeah,
video.
separate this stuff.
We can save that for a different video though.
We need
But-
to finish the questions though.
Oh yeah.
So,
So
what questions do you think we should do?
I think I have some. I have a few. Then all right. So it's been an hour and 30 minutes. So
No matter how, I
we-
feel like we shouldn't use any of this footage. Reason being is because we're supposed to introduce ourselves, but like we didn't have a proper idea.
Start
Till
new
now.
creators, like right now and just introduce ourselves like for real.
Yeah, but it's good that we have that. We had the hour. Cause
Yeah, we have the jest, like we have the jest of over there. In there.
okay.
Yeah.
So you want me to stop
But it's up
recording
to you,
now?
It's up to you.
Oh, okay.
No. Keep the recording. Just edit the shit.
Yeah. I'm for sure
So
gonna
right
edit
now,
it.
Right now is when we're gonna start actually having shit that we do.
Yeah. All right. So I can squeeze in a few more questions on some things about ourselves. So let's lay out, some standards. All right. So what is something that you don't tolerate or something that you do tolerate? Or you can do both.
Wait. Only one person gets to talk and no one else. So I say like everyone else mutes if someone's gonna talk.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
It's introduction. So
Yeah.
wait. Like write down every like have like 5 questions.
5 questions.
Put in podcast.
All right.
I put it in podcast and then yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
and then each person can answer a different question.
all right. Y'all can give me some. Y'all can.
No,
squeeze in-
not the different question. Like not a different question. Like it'd
Oh,
be like okay, so like here's one question.
Okay.
Like
I'm ready.
who are you? And then like who are you meaning like like what type of person are you? And then second one would be like I don't fucking know. Like fucking like just saying shit like don't go off topic, like make sure you answer the question thoroughly, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
then
so like
yeah.
pretty much 5 questions, but everyone answers the same question, like put their own thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's collab and think about one. So what do y'all think we should have?
Just who are you?
All right. Who are you?
Who are you?
What type of person are you? What is something? Oh shoot! I had it. It just slipped away. What is something that people should know about you that you haven't told them yet?
Okay.
It's something that
Okay,
people.
that's one.
What do you think? Like, what do you think God has like in store for you? Like, what do you think God wants you to do in life?
That's a good answer. Or that's a good question actually. Who's that?
It's something that people should know about you.
Because I feel like a lot of people are lost, like, in what they think. Like, they have their own, like, we have our own thoughts on Earth, but a lot of people that are supposedly Christians, they don't really put a whole lot of thought of in what God really has in store for them or what, like, talents He gave them to, like, pursue in life.
Hmm.
What do you think God has taught you?
I'm the youngest boy in here, so,
You're 14, ain't you?
yeah.
When were you
That was most.
when's your birthday?
What do you think God has in
Wait, what is
store?
that?
Perp, when's your birthday?
November 30th.
Oh, we can talk about. Do y'all believe in signs?
I think I'm younger than you. Ain't no fucking
Yeah.
way.
I believe in God. Like, I'm a Christian for sure.
I believe in God, but like I'm not a crazy Christian to the point where I would like fucking. Okay, let me explain. I
feel
believe
like-
in God. I believe that He's an actual person. I believe He's real. I believe all that. But I would never be that hardcore of a Christian to the point where I would let Him run my life, like tell Him or tell me what to do, like not have sex before marriage. Like I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like I'm not gonna let a man that I'm not sure who exists or not run my life. If that makes sense.
I see where you're coming from. for
That's
sure.
a very controversial thing, but like yeah.
Yeah, it is very controversial.
No, would I be
Me, as,
older
like, a
than
Christian who,
Perp?
like,
Would
me
you
as,
what?
like,
Would I be older than Perp if my birthday was in February?
Probably. I don't know when his birthday is.
Mine is November.
You guys know what's crazy? I don't understand why religion is so controversial because all of them are basically the exact same thing.
Yeah,
All of them have a guy. All of them have a guy that's the main guy, and it's just a fucking. It's like it just all of them have their own fucking creation story.
Well,
All of them
I
have the
think
same shit.
I think it's because some people, like some like gods, I guess, they have like God is like, okay, my just God is like, he is a God of like justice and peace, but he also is a God of like of wrath, and he knows when to like just I don't want to say put a foot down, but like he knows what's right from wrong, like for sure.
Wait, what religion are you?
I'm a Christian, for sure, like just straight out of the Bible. I don't belong to like a certain, like I'm not like Catholic, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't belong to like a certain thing, but I'm just a Christian. And
I just not let like the guy that I don't even know that is real in my life. You know, like I want to do whatever the fuck, but like, you know, but I know I
Okay.
feel like he's real and shit.
So, okay, so let's say we weren't saying Christianity. Let's say we were saying there's a man upstairs called the universe. Is that okay or no?
I mean,
It's
I
different.
feel like the universe is just a thing, not a person, not a man. Just whatever happens, happens because it's the universe. Like it's crazy shit. I don't know.
All right, I put it in the podcast chat. Y'all go ahead and check it out.
All of it.
Yeah.
okay, so like also,
What is your sign?
So-
I think we should all be. I'm gonna be honest, guys. If we're gonna
What type of
pass for real,
Listen.
like I think we should be as open as to our own thoughts as possible, so we can all like keep conversation open and stuff. And like if we get like bigger or whatever, probably like if we actually do end up doing this, then and like people like cancel culture comes at us, I honestly don't care. We just need to stand strong in our beliefs, and we need to not be persuaded by what we think
Yeah.
is the majority.
All right. So who's going first in the introduction?
All right, so I started off. I had a list of names in order off the little tiles. So we started off with me because I was in first. I was in first tile. Other than Groovy, I don't know what that thing is, but it was me. Then Jaden. Then it was Mocha. Then Perp. Then last was the fastest man alive.
Okay, so do we want to try to do this like answer each question pretty fast so we can like fit everyone in?
Yeah, but you're free to actually extend. You know, you can extend your answer. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can edit every clip.
Just don't make it too long.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I'll clip every, every part, everybody's part.
Yeah.
So we can start with Jaden since he's the first guy at the tile.
Actually, could y'all start with me or without me? Cause, well, not without me, but like, y'all go first and then I'll go after.
Okay.
Jay, I'm inviting you.
I'll go first.
All right.
Alright, and then yeah, so
Michael
someone
Jackson
asked him
is
a
such a
question,
model.
and then after the question, then yeah.
Okay.
Should we have like one dedicated person to ask the question?
So everyone.
Oh yeah,
everyone
I'll
mute.
do that. I'll do that.
All right.
All right. So, what type of person? Okay. No.
Alright, everyone mute. Everyone mute. Other than Juju and Mocha.
All right.
And don't like Juju just ask the question and then let him answer. Like don't even.
Yeah. After I ask the
Oh,
after I ask the question, I'll go mute.
Alright.
All right. So, y'all ready? Okay. Who are you?
Mocha for PF.
No, he dumbass.
What does he
It's
like? What does that
tired.
mean?
So I know it's fucking like who are you? Like what type of person are you? Like say
Wait,
the
but
name
then
is.
that's the second question. Those should be like the six.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
So then
Yeah.
forget the first question then.
Yeah. Just be simple. Be simple with your answer. Okay. Because we're gonna start off short. You feel me?
All right, perp, go mute.
All right. Who are you?
person that's not very curious, but at the same time, I can be. I'm a pretty simple person.
What is something that people should know about you?
Um, that I have a very high opinion of myself.
What do you think God has in store for you? What do you think God has in store for you?
Um, I think I think what God has in store for me is whatever I can accomplish. Um,
Anything specific?
I don't think I don't think anything specific. I just think whatever I can put my mind to, I can do it.
Okay. What is your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius, I believe. December, baby.
Okay. When's your birthday? On September.
December 19th, 2005.
All right. Cool. 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 How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel like a man mentally or like a boy?
A man. Okay, okay, okay.
Like explain
I feel like
explain it. Like explain how you're feeling about that. Like describe what you feel like
okay.
your mental.
Well, I can't speak for others because I'm not in other people's minds, but I feel like all men, quote unquote, have like boyish thoughts. Like I feel like adults are just big kids in like a in like a way. So I feel like yeah, I can have like thoughts that are deep like a man would, but I also can have boyish thoughts because I'm, still a kid. So I think yeah, I think I'm a boy.
Okay. What do you consider a good way of living your best life?
I think any way to where you are happy, just you being happy with you and your situation is the best way you can live your life, regardless of what it is.
What's your lifestyle?
Um, it's a very like, I guess a go with the flow type lifestyle.
Okay. Do you ever like have like any type of routine that you do on a daily basis every day or every week or a month or year?
Well, at one point in time, I didn't really care about, um, like for instance, a lot of people, when they're younger, their parents tell them to brush their teeth, um, take showers, just basic human stuff, and they don't like it's not explained why to do it. So I found myself like not at one point in time I just stopped really brushing my teeth and I stopped like just really brushing my teeth. Honestly, I didn't really stop anything else. But then I like kind of found like why I need to do these things. So now I'm always brushing my teeth. I'm always flossing. I'm always just making sure I take like a lot of showers and stuff. So yeah.
Do you take care of yourself like in a good manner? Like when you're feeding yourself, like do you take care of yourself?
Yeah, even though it doesn't look like it because I look extremely skinny. Well, not extremely, but I look skinny. But yeah, I do eat.
Do you play any sports?
No, I used to play football.
Did you play for any team?
I played for the school team. Yeah,
Elementary or middle school?
it was middle school.
Okay, okay. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Even though I kind of was like really forced to play.
Who forced you?
Um, my dad wanted me to play football. He played football. His uncle played football. So a lot of people in my family played football. And I'm not really a sports person. I've never watched football that much. I've never watched basketball. I don't really like sports.
What demotivated you from stop playing sports?
Well, I think what I enjoyed about the sport wasn't the sport itself. It was I had fun. I had fun around the team. The team was fun to me, not really the sport. And I realized that if that was the case, then I didn't need the sport.
So you felt like the sport was like quitting the sport was kind of like motivation, or like some type of guide for the rest of your life, like the type of push
Yeah.
get you going. Okay, okay. What is one of your pros and cons about yourself? What is something? What is your strengths and weaknesses?
Um. Despite how I may like seem, I'm actually not. I'm actually intelligent. Um. I'm. I've become more. What's the word? Creative. I've become more creative than I used to be. I'm more open-minded than I used to be. And then some cons would be, hmm, uh, I'm very lazy. I'm pretty annoying. Uh, what's some other cons? Yeah, I think I'm just lazy and annoying.
What do you think about like? What do you think about social media? What does it do for you? What is the benefit and what is not the benefits for you? What do you see that
Um,
motivates you? Like, what is, you know what I'm saying?
well, I see a lot of people my age on social media, and that it's been that way really ever since I was like probably got into like sixth grade.
Mhm.
Sixth grade was the first time I ever really used social media like that, other than YouTube.
Mhm.
But I don't really use social media at all. Like I probably go on it like once every like probably 6 months or something.
So, like, do
But
you? Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I think that it it plays a very um as I was talking about yesterday, it plays a very big role in like the social stigma and like the slavery of the mind, mentally enslaving people. Um, like females feel like they have to look like these Instagram models who in reality don't look that way. It's all photoshopped or they did things to their body. Males feel like they feel like they have to be quote unquote NBA young boys to be um, real men. They feel like they have to have guns to feel real. People seek a lot of validation nowadays, stuff that doesn't matter.
What do you think does matter?
Um, I think what matters is you just living life and having fun. Cause I mean, I feel like what's the point of living life if you're not having fun with your life? I mean, it sounds like a sad life. Like, okay, here's how I would put it. At one point in time, I was really like self-conscious, and I was just like a lot of people. I looked for like social validation and like things like shoes and clothes. But then I realized those shoes and clothes don't really make me. I make me. So, you know, now having drip is still. I'm still gonna. I can still drip, but I don't need. It's better. It's better. It's like a drug addict, right? It's better to
So you feel like
like use the drug.
so you feel like having drip enlightens your personality.
Not necessarily. Actually I feel like it probably could. It probably could. But I feel like you don't. You shouldn't need something. Like if like let's say I was a smoker, right? If I'm smoking, I should be smoking because I want to, not because I need to smoke.
Hmm.
That's the best way I can put it.
Do you feel like for most people who do smoke, they shouldn't keep smoking, or you're perfectly fine with what they're doing as long as they're happy?
No, if you're smoking, you don't have any health issues. Um, well, I guess if they're smoking cigarettes, then that's pretty bad. But I mean, honestly, even though I know that statistically that's terrible for you, if that's what you want to do, then I don't have a problem with it. I mean, you know, you're well within your right to do that. You know,
How about
just be as careful as you can with those things, I guess.
the use of drugs?
Use of drugs. I feel like a lot of nowadays, a lot of people use a lot of drugs not in their intended use. But a lot of people are dealing with a lot of pain and like social, just like social, it's just a lot of social, like I said, social imprisonment. They feel like they have to be a certain way. They feel like smoking weed makes them look cool. They feel like popping pills makes them look cool because of the music they listen to. Although I do love like fucking I love Pooh Shiesty, you know, and all those type of people, NBA YoungBoy. But their music is like really bad on people's mind if you can't take that the right way.
Yeah.
You don't have to pop pills to be cool. You don't have to smoke weed to be cool. You don't have to have guns to be cool. Just be you.
What's some things that you have dealt in life, like in action of your depression? What are some things that you do in action? Like once you are depressed, what are some things that you do when you're depressed? And do you ever aim at yourself as the enemy? And do you ever take yourself on anything, like, you know, action wise, to help, you know, satisfy your lust? You know what I'm saying? Depression. That makes sense.
Um, I can't really say I've ever been depressed. Maybe it's a possibility that I have repressed memories. I feel like that is definitely a case that I might have some repressed memories. But I don't feel like I've ever been depressed before. Um, Especially not to the point where I had to do something to make myself feel better. Um, I'd say the closest thing to depression would probably be sleeping, sleeping in like bad, like having being in bad living situation. It was kind of like it brought down my overall joy. I definitely felt like I was faking things more, but I don't feel like I was like really depressed per se.
Okay. Okay. What is your true happiness? Like, what are some things that carry you from depression if you ever was to deal with any type of situation in life?
Um, I really enjoy the having the internet is pretty good. I like watching YouTube. I like anime. Anime is pretty cool too. Music sometimes can help too. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I don't really listen to music that much. But um, and then sometimes honestly, just really, just talking with yourself, just like just kind of like speaking out loud, putting your thoughts into words, and just really trying to get to the bottom of like why do you feel how you feel. Not enough people try to do that. I feel like that's important.
Do you ever feel like you're your own mentor when it comes to like finding your way?
I don't understand the question.
So basically, if you ever lack the guide of keep on going in life, like, and in that quote unquote keep moving forward in life, but you don't know how to find your way type shit. So like, do you ever feel like that you're your own mentor on helping finding your way in life, like mentally, like if you ever talk to yourself in your head and saying, "Oh, I can do this, I can do that," or maybe I can just do this, you know, and you know, in a strategic way. Like, are you very strategic in finding your way in life instead of having to ask for help? Like, are you independent, pretty much?
Oh, well, considering I'm a minor, I don't really like saying the word I don't like saying independent because I live with my parents. Um, my parents get me stuff, right? But if we're talking in a matter of thinking, Yeah, I can think independently. I really don't like people that can't think independently because that just means you're very easily swayed. So that's one of the things that I like about myself is that I can think independently. I think that's an important thing to be able to do nowadays, especially with so much fake shit.
Do you feel like you would ever be corrected on some points that you try to prove, especially like in the way you think? Like, do you ever like feel like that you need to be corrected?
Oh yeah, I've been corrected a lot of times. Um, I don't where I come from. There's a lot like I was around a lot of older people. I mean, maybe that might show. Maybe that might show in the way I talk when I'm not like, obviously trolling on the internet and acting like a 60-year-old kid that I am. But so in that way, it's just like um, I kind of really learned how to basically not how to not like just act like a kid and throw a tantrum when someone disagrees with you, because it's okay. Because people are gonna disagree with you. It's fine. Because at the end of the day, just because I think something is right doesn't mean it's always right. I always need someone to tell me because I don't know everything. I really don't know shit. I'm 16. I haven't experienced life, so
So, so you realize your flaw, like so you know your flaws pretty much, and you're not afraid of admitting your flaws, as long as like you ever say it, like say out loud, yeah, I know my flaws, and I know I can do better, pretty
Wait,
much.
before we move on, I have a question. How like much questions are we asking each person?
Oh, oh, yeah, that was that like out of freestyle. I was just freestyling Christians. See
Okay, okay.
whatever was on my mind.
All right.
Do you have any questions along with everybody else?
no. I
No.
think you asked pretty good questions.
Oh, I think that's why it was me. Okay.
Now let's talk to everybody else that I asked Mocha questions to. Like, anybody have questions for Mocha?
No,
No.
you pretty much got all of them. I know.
Actually, why are you gay, Mocha?
Bruh.
You are so weird.
Well, I can't really answer this question because I'm
Okay.
not gay.
Okay.
So
I was gonna ask
I
you
don't
what your
know.
sexuality was,
Yeah, just
but we don't
for that
discriminate
for them
nothing over
niggas
here.
join.
Oh yeah, okay. Ask me this friend, the sexuality question.
Do you feel like comfortable being around gay people or lesbians?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, as a guy, lesbians are hot. Um, and also as a guy, um, see where I'm from the hood, and I feel like gay isn't really something it's really frowned upon where I'm from. Even though apparently I guess ATL is the gay capital as they want to call it, but when I was there, it like that shit wasn't really that shit didn't fly. But um, if as long as you're not trying to be weird with me, I don't have a problem with it. Like you're a person, you're not. It's not like I'm like you're a human. Like I don't care.
Have you ever been harassed before?
Harassed? I've been harassed a lot of times. If we're speaking about gay stuff,
Physically. Have you ever been harassed
oh,
physically?
physically? Oh, hell yeah. I'm from the hood. I've been harassed a lot.
How about in school?
School? Yeah, I've had a lot of school harassing issues and shit like that.
Mm,
Stuff like that.
sheesh.
Things of that nature.
Have you ever did something like something you were never supposed to do, like instructed by your parent? Like, have you ever did something that you weren't supposed to do as a kid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was a. I've always stuttering. I've always been like a good kid, but like I definitely did a lot of shit that I shouldn't have done. Like your mom tells you not to eat the cake, you eat the cake. It turns out that she was trying to sell that cake to someone for money, and then
Oh
you fuck
man.
that shit up,
Uh,
type shit.
Do you feel like that was like the most strongest regret of your life?
Um, I don't know, cause I feel like there's definitely a lot of stuff that I don't remember that I've probably done. Um, but the strongest regret. What's my strongest regret? To be honest, it sounds really corny, but I don't really live life with a bunch of regrets. Like I don't have anything that I'm like that I like regret. Like that was crazy.
Do you ever like,
Is that,
huh? Oh,
no, I was gonna say, was that the last question? Because we gotta get to everybody.
oh yeah, for sure. We can end it off for there. All right, next we got Jay, or
All right.
yeah, yeah. You want to be next, Jay, or
Yeah.
fastest? Okay.
Like, just ask me this, like, standard questions, like the ones written down in fucking the group or the
You want me to?
Yeah,
shit.
you can be the one
I
to
mean,
ask
it's
the
up to y'all.
questions. I mean, if you want to ask the questions, because I did most. But if you have anything you can add to it, but you can start off with with whatever's on that list on the podcast chat.
Bet.
All right, but
All right. So, Jay,
Yeah.
what type of person are you, or who are you?
I am Jay. What type of person I am? I am like a really caring person at times, like to the right people. But like, fucking, I I'm not closed off, but it's like, I'm not gonna be open to like random people, which is kind of ironic because, yeah, as you see. But fuck, like, yeah, I would help anybody, like, like, I don't know, it's just the nature of me. I don't fuck with like, making fun of somebody because of their less fortunate or something like that. So yeah, I'm just like that. And yeah, that's me.
All right. So, what is something people should know about you?
Um, they should just know that like, I'm not fucking a dickhead, bro. Like I'm not, what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be like, "Oh, I be seeing you walk around in the halls like like you a dickhead." Like everybody say that. Like you just like you look mean and shit. I'm like I'm not mean, dog. Like I just walk around with a straight face. Fuck, I need to be smiling 24/7 for. But yeah, bro, that's what they need to know.
All right. What do you think God has in store for you?
God has a lot in store for me. I feel like even though I don't play by his rules, like what I said earlier, I just know that he still sees shit in me, and I see shit in myself. Like I know that like I'm gonna be big somehow, some way, bro. We got the internet, dog. Anybody can be famous now. Like I'm gonna be some shit, whether that's a streamer. I'm not even looking at streaming, but shit, some shit could happen in 5 years. Whether that's a streamer, a music producer, anything, dog. So yeah.
All right. Um, what do you believe in? Like, like your perspective on God and stuff.
I believe that true kindness comes from. Well, I believe anybody like. Oh, fuck, what am I trying to say? I believe in world peace. I believe in all that shit. I believe in like one day people are gonna start waking up and work together instead of shooting up each other because over a fucking girl or some shit. Like I feel like everybody will just come together eventually, whether that be today, tomorrow, next decade, someday. We're just all gonna like realize that this shit is just fake. That we just yeah. I believe in there's kind in everybody, no matter how they portray themselves. Whether that mean that they are Whether that means that they just come off rude or whatever, there's a kind in everybody because that's how we were raised. Like,
All right.
no matter if we're in like a bad place or like raised in a bad household, there's still a little bit of kindness in us. That's just the human nature.
All right. What is your sign?
Fucking Capricorn, I think. I don't know.
All right.
Not
When is your
astrology.
birthday?
January 3rd, 2005. I'm a youngin.
All right. Are you mentally a man or a boy?
I feel like I'm a grown ass man when it comes to my mentality, and I don't mean that to say like to be cocky and shit, but it's like, bruh, seeing how niggas act nowadays, or not even act, but just like how they think. They think what they think. I don't like, bruh. I literally think shit through before I even think about saying or doing something. I just think shit through. Like, I don't know. I'm a man, but like I'm a man in my fucking head. But like, obviously I'm a boy to some shit. Like, I don't know everything. Nobody does. Yeah.
What do you consider a good way of living life?
Good way of living life is living however you feel makes you happy. Like, um, mm, like a good way of living life, in my perspective, is, well, actually not even, just like in general, there's different perspectives on that. So, um, one might be a good way of living life is working. One might be a good way of living life is just sitting here playing video games and shit. But yeah, that's how I see it though.
Right. Do you play different roles with your friends or family? Like friends and family? Like, are you a different person around either of them?
Yes.
And how do
Yes,
you treat
actually.
them?
So with the girl I am talking to at the moment, she has been my best friend for a while, and I met her when I was in my like middle school, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like if I changed so suddenly, she would like feel like I'm being different or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, there's some people that I just can't like change my personality around. Like, there's some people where I'm just more chill with. There's some people where I'm just more exclamation, whatever that fucking means. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, like I'm more excited around and more expressive. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Would you consider like, do you think you would consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert?
I am definitely, well, that depends, though. Like, I don't go around anymore. Like in middle school, I was a fucking class clown everywhere, like in the halls. I used to just go up to random people and shit, say hi, like all that. But fucking general nowadays, like I just feel um like I'm just more silent nowadays, and I just don't even try and like talk first. But I'm definitely an extrovert when you get to like at least know me, or not know me to the point where like you have to know like have deep talks with me. I'm talking about like know me just by like talking to me every day or something. I don't know. Like that's in school and shit. But yeah.
All right. So do you think that you've definitely become more of an introvert as like you've aged or gotten older?
Uh yeah. Yeah, way more. Cause we just learned just not to fucking be idiots and just, yeah. I'm tired as fuck, so I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but yeah.
All right. I don't. Does anyone else have any questions for him?
What is something what is something that you actually tolerate in life and some things that you don't tolerate in life?
What do you mean by like in what genre? Like what do you mean?
Like, what do you tolerate when you're with people? Like, if it was friends or family, what is something that you tolerate versus what you don't tolerate?
I I tolerate anything, honestly. Like, I don't tolerate like arguing and shit. Arguing or what? No, not even arguing. Like, I don't tolerate people being, you know, dickheads and you know what I'm saying. Like, just not being good people at all. Like, if I'm with friends, I want them to be as chill as possible and don't try and start any fucking confrontation or whatever. Like, I just want them to be chill as fuck.
Do you get do you ever get hype when you like listen to music?
Yeah, of course, bro. Anything.
Okay.
Anything get me hyped, dog.
Okay. What is something that you would you regretted in life, like ever regretted in life, and has it ever been effective to you, like as a person? Has it changed? Has it changed something? Has it changed the way that you live?
Um, you said it. Something I regretted.
Yeah.
Um, that's a good ass question. Probably hmm, I don't fucking know. Well, let me think. Let me think. Probably like I don't know, like just like shit that I knew would have got me like just some shit that I would have like probably done when I was like young as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was like shit I knew would have got me like fucking bullied or like made fun of or something back then. Like I just cut out all that shit and just yeah, cuz that shit was corny and shit. So,
What do you think was the best age of you living the greatest thing, like the greatest life that you ever lived? What age do you think that was for you?
shit, probably probably 11, 12 maybe. Just because of how like stressless I was. Like I did not worry about shit. School wasn't really a concern because it was like 2 plus 2 math. Fucking my future wasn't as close as it was now, as it is now.
When's the, okay. When's the last time you took a vacation?
Like define vacation because like
Like,
vacations.
have you ever traveled to somewhere that's really nice, like for your vacation,
Uh,
like summer break, spring break, Thanksgiving break?
Shit, when I was like 10. Like when I went to Jamaica and shit. Well, that's all I can remember.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know now. But going somewhere like fucking August, like in Florida.
Did you ever have a crush like in school ever?
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you ever made a move?
Of course, yeah, yeah. I actually have. I don't know if you want me to go in detail, but
Did it go
it's
well?
like
Like, did it go well?
it could have. Like I was just too young, dog. Like I was too immature. Like I didn't know how to handle some shit. I didn't know how to do some shit. So
What is one of your flaws when you try to approach somebody? Like, do you feel like that you're missing anything important when you try to like, you know, start a conversation with somebody?
um, something I'm doing wrong, like something I'm
When you approach people, pretty much.
uh probably like my I have I'm bad at like knowing what to talk about or whatever. Cause like I'm usually like a go off what I see. Like if I see it like let's say they walking down the street, they have like fucking Pokemon cards in their fucking hand. I'm be like, oh yeah, my favorite Pokemon is this and that. Like you know, I'm go off what I see and shit. So if nothing happening, it's just gonna be awkward. So yeah, that's my flaw, honestly.
So, you're pretty much awkward in conversations if things get too quiet.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
So are you? So obviously you're not good at dragging it out really well. Who who do you think, like, if you were ever with somebody, who you think would start the conversation first? Would it be you, or would it be somebody else? Like, are you the response type, or you like the the guy who just starts it off?
I'm probably the response type. I mean, I barely like talk to anybody. There's no one to talk to anymore since it's like fucking like there's no school and shit. I only talk to like one person every day. But like if I'm meeting a new person, either me or them, it really depends. Like I said, I'm like a go off what I see type person. Like I'm not just going to like talk some random shit.
What's your type of what's the type of girl that you like?
I don't really got a type for real, but I just want them to be like connected to me in any way, like connected, whether that being like my personality, like I just want them to relate to something.
How do you feel?
I don't.
Uh,
Oh,
how do you feel about the women in this generation, like in terms of trying to get in relationships with them? How do you feel? How do you feel about them trying to get into relationships, but it don't ever go well for them?
I feel like it's just because they just way more laying out mean. Like they just, I don't know. They just, well, no. If we're talking about a certain type of girls, then yeah, they're just really fucking like weirdos. But like if we're talking about like in general, probably just like they just the the thing about like what social media is just promoting nowadays is just people just saying like toxicity as a trait and shit and just making it like, oh, if you're toxic I want you and shit. Like bro, like that's not a good thing to have. They focus on the wrong shit, bro. They're not focusing on the like shit where it's like, oh, what can you do for me, what can you provide for me other than sex and shit.
Would you
Like it's just yeah.
what would you want as your position as a relationship? Would you want to be a baby daddy, sugar daddy, or a real husband to the woman, real life?
Well, I mean, a real husband, I wouldn't want to just spend my money on this female that I don't even have a future with, right? Like, that's for anybody, though.
Would you go out reckless though? Like if you was to like go with a female and they only want you for sex, would you just go along with it and, you know what I'm saying, vibe with the moment?
Um, well, if she only wanted me for sex, I mean, if that's what I want, like, only a person for it, like, you know, like, I don't really, like, like, if that's the only thing that I want at that moment in time, and if that's the only person that I want to do shit with, then yeah, I'll just go with it. It's fucking, but yeah.
Do you ever meditate?
No, I tried though.
Mm.
No, that shit's hard, bro. It takes time to get to that shit.
Do you ever have like a secret place to where like you can definitely like review life, like ever have like a private thing, like private place to think?
Like just like a dark room and shit.
Anywhere, like if you have a private place in general just to think about life.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be my room. Yeah, just in general.
Do you think what you do for a living is essential for like, you know, social skills or anything like that? Does it
Yeah,
make you feel okay? Okay. Okay.
yeah, I feel like that because well, I don't do anything for a living yet, but right now what I do is just play games and fucking just try and like and a producer, being a producer, I have to like market and shit and then try and get my beats out there. So yeah, it's like a social skill to be able to talk to people.
Do you think it's hard to be financially stable for you?
Well, no, because I don't really have a job yet, so it's not really like. But like, I don't have spending problems, so I don't think it would be like an issue.
Do you consider yourself spoiled or wise with your money?
Yes, yeah, I am spoiled. I'm
Uh,
spoiled as shit.
Do you ever like spend money on expensive things, or you're cheap with it?
I'm usually cheap with it because, like, who doesn't like to save money? But yeah, but like I have some expensive shit. Like, most expensive thing I buy is like probably food and shit like that.
Okay.
But other than that, nah.
What do you consider to be your dream house if you ever had like if you ever think of one? What would you consider yourself a dream house?
My dream house would just be, you know, have like a pool and shit and like a good decent house. Doesn't have to be a massive house and then not have like rooms that I never even know about. Like just like some shit simple. It doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be like, yeah, it doesn't have to be crazy. But I would much rather want like pools and just fucking, I don't know, just shit like that, like simplicity shit.
Would you rather like separate yourself from what be going on from the city? Like if you was to like live in a house and
Oh yeah,
you
that's
just
another
live in
thing. Yeah, I would love to like live somewhere that's silent. It's like, cause that's where I live right now. It's great.
so you live like on your own land.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have interest in any type of animal that you would like to have as a pet?
Uh, Probably a dog or a cat. I just don't like scratches and shit.
Mm. What do you think? What do you think about the monkeys though? Would you ever like want them as a pet?
Monkeys.
Yeah, like a chimpanzee. Chimpanzee. Would you like ever want one as a
Shit.
pet?
Probably, bro. Shit.
Would you ever like give the monkey some drip?
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Okay,
Put
okay.
the fucking Gucci on them and shit.
What do you think about them pool parties though? You like pool parties?
I don't fuck with parties in general, though. Like
You not a party man?
parties is just a claustrophobic place.
Uh,
It's just, I don't know. It's just not for me. I wouldn't even have, fun.
you're not used to the crowd.
Nah, I mean I'm used to crowds. It's just I'm not. I just don't like them. Like,
Mm. What are your thoughts? Excuse me. What are your thoughts on TikTok?
TikTok's a fun place. I mean, TikTok is all you make it. I mean, there's different sides of it.
True.
So yeah, I mean,
Do you think money is ever effective to you? Like, does it ever get to your head if you have too much? Like, if you have way too much money, do you end
I
up
mean,
just spending it all?
I'm not sure, cause shit, like
Let's
never
say,
had that feeling before, but like probably most likely not, cause my mentality is very,
so let's say if,
I would say strong.
so let's say that you were, the next day and you come outside and the guy just gives you like a whole stack of $1 million right in your hand. What are you gonna do with it? You gonna bank it, or you just gonna spend whatever you need right now?
I would bank it, like not put it in my savings, but I'll probably put it in my checking so I could like spend it. But like I want to spend, like everything I ever wanted. Like not yet, at least. Like
So you,
make sure that.
so you wouldn't start like immediately on that day if you ever wanted to.
Nah, not yet.
Okay, okay. Are you wise with your spendings? If you was to be with a girl, would you follow along by taking her to an expensive restaurant, or would you take her to like somewhere that's affordable?
Uh, Me basically, I would just take her wherever most affordable because like thing about dates, it has to be a vibe, and I feel like it's just a forced ass vibe if you're just fucking like spending a bunch of fucking like shit, like just like you're spending so much money, you're wearing a tuxedo, she's wearing a dress, like shit like that is just so played out. Like, I mean, it's cool and all if you want to do that, and if that's a vibe to you, but a vibe to me is just pulling up to a fucking McDonald's and just having a fucking talk. Like, I don't really give a fuck about like the expensive shit. But if she want to do, it's whatever she want to do. Like, I don't care. I'm down with whatever.
Okay. See down. are you down with clubs? Do you like going to clubs?
I haven't been to one, but like most.
But what you?
Nah,
Okay.
nah, cause again, it's like a party, claustrophobic as shit. No point.
What are your thoughts on people who smoke and do drugs?
My thoughts are, I mean, fuck it, do you? If you like that, I mean, like weed, I don't see a problem with weed. Like, I don't even know why it's illegal half the states. But yeah, it's like, bro, it's like, do whatever, bro. If you're like fucking doing hardcore shit, I mean, shit, if you want. But I mean, that's risky as fuck. But there's no saying for me. I mean, that's your life.
What are your thoughts on the LGBTQ community, especially the
Fuck them.
gay rappers?
Gay rappers.
Like
Okay,
Lil
so
Nas X. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Lil Nas X. Nothing wrong with him. That nigga's a cool ass dude. I don't know why niggas hate on him. But yeah. He make good music too.
Yeah. How about his sexuality? What do you think about that? Like, when you first ever found out, what were your thoughts about that?
My thoughts were good for him. Like I don't really like. I don't really care. Like, cause like, bro, like you can do whatever you want. Like, sexuality to me don't mean shit. Like, if that's what you like, that's what you like. Like, if you like men, you like men.
So,
And I don't see why it's such a big issue in the world. Like,
okay.
like,
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember said earlier that like when I asked you like what are your thoughts on the LGBTQ community, you said fuck them. So like
well, I don't know what you're talking about.
so you supported them.
Oh yeah, I love them, bro.
Okay. So if you was to be next to a homosexual male and they're harassing you, what are you doing?
If they harass me, like touching on me and shit.
Yeah.
See, I know a bunch of people just gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna punch the shit out of him. I'm gonna beat his ass." Bro, I'm gonna just say, bro, I'm not with that. And if he doesn't respect that, obviously it's gonna get like, bro, like self-defensive.
Okay.
But like before I even think of hitting somebody, I'm gonna say like, "Hey, bro, I'm not like that. Let's chill." All that.
Okay, so you're down with word first, then action, if it ever gets to
Yeah.
that point. Okay. Um, do you have an addiction to anything? Like anything in general?
I've Let me say this. I feel like I have an addiction to porn. Not really though, because like I feel like it's just like a normal day activity for me now. I don't think that's an addiction really, because who doesn't do that? Especially at my age, nigga. Like I don't feel like that's an addiction. I feel like that's just normal. But I mean, if you wanna look at the technicalities, yeah, probably that's an addiction.
Do you feel like most females should stop watching porn?
Females, I mean, why should they?
Okay. Good point.
Like, there's no, I mean, I don't see an issue with them watching it or anybody watching it.
If you ever caught your parents or your mom or dad messing with each other in a room, how are you feeling at that point? Like, do you not care? Or would you do something
I mean,
about
nigga,
it?
they're grown ass man and female, bro. That's they option. That's they life. I mean, I don't see why I would be uncomfortable with that.
Or how about if you were at home and they're at home and they're still doing it, how are you feeling at that point?
It's their house. They paying the mortgage. They paying all that shit. That's their business. That's
Okay.
their room. I shouldn't be nosy.
But wait, would you ever feel comfortable in that process though, like all the noise?
Hey, bruh. I wouldn't feel comfortable, I guess, but I mean, shit, like, bro, they getting it.
Oh my god.
They like 50 and above, bro, so I don't think they really doing that. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Do you ever have like a drinking problem? Like, do you have an addiction to like drinking water?
Drinking water of heavy, heavy on it. That's like an only good addiction.
Do you ever
So,
do you ever hoard your room? Like, do you have a hoard in the in your room?
hoard my room? Like, what do you mean?
Like, you don't ever get rid of anything. You just keep on adding shit.
Well, no, I actually don't have hoarding addiction. I used to, I think. I mean, I feel like I did because just the little shit, like the nostalgic shit, I would keep like a fucking kid's book or some shit. I wouldn't want to throw it out.
Okay. Do you feel like most of the stuff that you had as a kid and whatever you didn't get rid of would be good for your kids? Like, if you ever wanted to?
Like, give them the kids.
No, like if you was to have your own children, would you save them that long just to give it to your own kids?
I mean, that would be very sweet. Like, shit, that would be fucking. That'd be nice. But I mean, probably not. Because I'll probably lose it. Shit.
Shoot. As a kid, have you ever had an accident with breaking stuff?
Mm, no, but probably more of spilling stuff.
Okay.
Shit, I spilled like a whole fucking liter of Coke on my fucking carpet.
Damn. Have you ever like hurt yourself like when you were ever like just having fun? Have you ever hurt yourself as a child?
Well, yeah, of course. Everyone has, I think.
What do you think was
Fallen and
yeah? What was your what was your worst injury that you ever had?
I'm not sure actually. I feel like it wasn't to the point where I broke a bone. Like niggas be saying they break bones off of climbing trees. I'm like, nigga, what? But yeah, no, I don't think. I remember I was in crutches before though because of my growth plate in my foot or something.
Mm.
But I think that was just from like me naturally growing so fucking much. I'm a 6'3" giant. But I don't think that was an injury. Well, probably because I used to play basketball. I don't fucking know. But
Okay. So, was there any other sport that you used to play other than basketball?
No, I don't think.
Mm. What's your favorite? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh wait, yeah. Soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that sport?
I love that sport.
You
It's really good fucking cardio too. Like I really should get back into it, but then everyone gonna be like, "Oh, you 6'3", get the fuck into a basketball court." Some shit like, I don't know. Niggas be saying so much shit about my height. Why you not playing basketball? Why you not playing basketball? I don't want to, nigga.
do you care? Do you care what other people say? Like
No,
whatever thing.
no.
Okay.
No, if you still care about what other people say, dog, you're not surviving in this day and age. Cause everybody got something to say, dog. No matter if you this or that, whatever. Like, don't matter anymore. Like, it's always something.
What are your thoughts on like people who don't believe in God and they clown Christians for their belief in God? What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, bro, believe whatever. Cause no matter what, bro, that don't affect me. Like, I mean, if I was Christian, I still wouldn't care either. Like, I just say okay. Because if you're, like I said, if you still care what people think, I mean, shit. Not
What
everyone's gonna have your beliefs. Like,
what if someone who don't have that belief and they ask you why do you believe in someone who don't exist? What would you say?
shit, I would just say, like, I don't know, bro. I believe personally he exists. I don't see why. Like, I don't know. Like, I never been in that situation. I probably don't know how I would actually take that.
How about like if someone toxic in general and they just talking to you in a toxic way and they're just straight up disrespecting you? What are you doing in that process? Like, if you was to come back with like a strong comeback, word or sentence, like what would you definitely say?
What, in like the insulting my beliefs shit?
No, like anything in general. If they're just being toxic to you or they just talking trash, like What are you doing in that process? Are you talking back? Are you going to do something to keep them
I don't
quiet?
usually talk back. I'll be like, okay, bro, like that's what you think.
Oh, okay, so you're laid back pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, no point in being violent or anything.
What's some other things that define you as a person other than laid back? Other than being laid
Uh,
back?
Probably just I'm a very nice person. I do say so myself. I've given a lot of people more chances than they deserve. I don't think that's a flex or anything, but I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just I feel like I'm a very caring person. Like, I don't like hurting feelings or whatnot.
Do you consider simping for females as a bad thing?
Simping, nigga, I don't see the issue with that. Like, nigga, if you simping, that's your that's your way of getting females or trying to get females. But don't let them take uh advantage of you. That's the whole thing. But like, if you just being, I don't know, like lovey-dovey with somebody, I don't think that's weird. And I don't know why little kids keep saying that.
Mm. Which what do you consider yourself to a female? Like, what do you feel like your position is to a female?
My position is, I feel like every relationship should be 50-50. Whether that's like just like I don't know, like I'm gonna be acting myself. I'm never gonna change myself for somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be myself, and if you don't like it, leave. Like, you know. So it's like I will always be myself, and how I act is that's me. But it's like, you know,
Do you feel like you should have high expectations in a relationship, or do you want it to just go with the flow, like just let it flow naturally, see what happens?
I feel like if you plan anything out too much, it's gonna ultimately fail. I feel like going with the flow is the best, especially because we're fucking young. Like, dog, like there's no planned anything.
Mm.
So I feel like there's just like a fine line between, you know, because like people are like so like, oh, the talking stages first, and then this, and then that, and then after 2 months you guys can start doing this. Like, no, like I feel like sex is a whole different ballpark with that. Uh, but like other than that, like everything else don't matter. Like, hmm.
Do you consider yourself adventurous, or like just down with whatever, pretty much just doing whatever for a living and you just find joy?
What do you mean, like
Adve-
adventurous and
like, do you like going on adventures? Like, do you ever like crave for that stuff?
well, I like figuratively or like literally
Like
going outside and exploring like the other neighborhoods I never knew.
bigger than that, pretty much. Like more than just neighborhoods, go city from city, or country from country, state from state. Like, do you ever like crave that type of adventure? See what you want to, see.
I mean, yeah, actually I do. You know, when I get money, I would love to travel and shit. Probably live in like a, you know, like fucking city like that.
Mm.
Or not city probably, but like, you know, yeah.
Would you be down to take your date to Hawaii for like a honeymoon?
Yeah. Seems nice.
What do you think would be the most luxurious way of dating? Taking your girl on a date, like the most luxurious place for you.
Luxurious place.
Mhm.
Hmm. Shit, that's a good ass question. Probably like somewhere like hmm, yeah, I'm not
Bro,
sure. I'm not sure.
tired
Probably
as
why.
hell.
All right, so all right, we can conclude that for that one. All right, last. Oh no, not last. We got perp now.
Alright.
Jay, do you want to ask the questions or the fastest man alive?
Yeah, ask if you want.
Yeah, I could if you want.
Nah, I ain't asking no question.
All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Jay.
you wanna? Wait, you wanna ask the question? Fastest.
Yeah,
Nah,
Jay,
nah,
you
nah.
ask.
Alright. Here are the questions. Alright. Let me stretch. Why is it 6:08? It feels like 3. Alright.
Bro, it's 5.
What you? Oh, it's 6 where I am. Alright. Perpolator. Who are you?
Well, my name is Zane, and yeah, my name is Perp, I guess. And then they're like, do you want me to like expand like on the what type of person am I? Like, do you want
Oh
me
yeah.
to-
What is something? Wait. Oh yeah. What type of person are you?
I am a person that tries to put others before me, but also knows how to take care of myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What is something that you think that other people should know about you?
I like unless it's positive, I don't really care about a whole lot of people's opinions, but I do listen in on everyone's just you know, because like if you don't think there's something wrong with you, but you have problems. So if you don't think there's something wrong with you, like people are saying you're cocky, but you don't think you're cocky, but there's like a bunch of people saying you are, like um, there's probably some issue there that you're just not seeing.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Damn. What a pass. Alright. What do you think God has in store for you?
I think that he could have a lot of things in store for me. I feel like I just have to trust him, and yeah, I feel like I just have to trust him.
Anything specifically? Like anything like, your dreams are gonna come true? Like anything like that?
Uh, honestly, I would probably want to like one of my dream jobs is probably like everyone wants to be like a streamer or something. That's probably like my dream job, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't really know, but yeah, realistically, I probably want to be like an orthopedic surgeon or something.
Okay. What do you believe in?
I believe, well, I'm a Christian, yeah, and I believe that there's a God and that Jesus obviously came down, went on the cross and stuff, like just to forgive us for our sins. And
Aye.
yeah, I believe that the way that you gain salvation and get to heaven is just by asking God into your life and by turning away from sin and just trying to follow God's will.
Alright. What is this?
I don't really like. I don't believe in that, but Sagittarius, I guess.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit either. That's just dumb as shit. When's your birthday?
No, November 30th, 2006.
Alright. Are you a man mentally or a boy?
I feel like I'm mostly a boy, but I can have some like definitely I don't want to say like mature thoughts, but thoughts that you wouldn't think like a 14-year-old would have on me.
Hmm.
Or like just I have different perspectives on different things that most
Yeah.
I guess maybe like 14-year-olds do have this perspectives that I do have on some opinions, but they just don't voice their opinions. But I feel like I have different ones than most of them.
Alright. What do you think is a wait? What do you consider a good way living your life is?
I think a good way of living my life would be, in the end, like just spreading the gospel, I guess.
Yeah.
Spreading the word and just getting more people to know God. Obviously, I can't save them. Only Jesus but it's just their decision to choose to follow him or not.
Mm.
Like, yeah,
Uh,
I guess like follow like my best life would be yeah, just spreading the gospel and following God's will.
mm. All right. Do you play different roles with the family or friends, or yeah?
So with my family, I try to like, I'm not, I don't act like with my yeah okay. So with my friends, I am very chill most of the time, and I try to be like just low key because I just think it's. I mean, I used to be whenever I was in like middle school and stuff, like fifth and sixth grade and seventh grade. I used
Mm.
to be like the biggest class clown, like so talkative and stuff, and then I lost all my friends in seventh and eighth grade, and so I realized that I was just annoying.
Oh,
So
you gonna lose so much more in middle school. You gonna walk out those doors fucking friendless and fucking single, bro. I swear to you. I used to think that shit was fucking cat, but bruh, you lose everybody in high school. That's not a bad thing though. Like you really won't care.
yeah, well, yeah, in middle school, like from seventh grade, it was like everything for
Oh
me
my
because it was
father.
like all I had. But
Mm.
and I've been voice cracking a lot, which absolutely sucks.
Damn, I made him hit it in. Alright. Alright. And this is a customized question. This is something I want to ask. I don't
That
know
was
if I made
creative.
it. Um,
He said customized question.
what's your thoughts on the LGBTQ? Because since you're Christian and all of that, and
Yeah.
like in the Bible, it's like
Yeah, 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 I know what you mean. So
yeah. What's your thoughts?
my opinion on it is like I am not gonna judge them for like being gay or whatever. Like it's a sin. Like in my religion, it's a sin. But I also, in God's eyes, not one sin is worse than another. So how can I go and judge someone just because they're gay? But then I'm over here and I lie. Like my sin is just as bad as theirs, I guess. So
Yeah.
I have no room to judge them for what they're doing. So
I thought a
pretty
sin
much-
was different sizes and shit like
well, in God's-
murder and shit.
in God's eyes, it's not. In God's eyes, all sin is the same. Well, that's what it says in the Bible, but then there's like a bunch of different perspectives on it as well. It's kind of weird, but in my eyes, I just see every sin as the same, and I'm not one to judge someone because I've done the exact same thing or worse.
Yeah.
You can tell this kid's
Alright,
really
any
genuine.
questions from anyone else?
I actually do not. How about you, fastest man alive? Do you?
Hell no, I'm fucking tired.
Why
I feel
Drax
that.
the Fox in this call?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, bro.
Or
Why
not in
is
the-
it
For real.
Not in the
I
call,
re-
in the
Nick
server.
invited him.
I realized that Mocha left too. He probably wanted to sleep. He couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, I told him he could clock out.
Oh, okay. All right. Next, we got you. You're the last one.
Sir.
Perp, you free to do the questions?
You want me to ask? Yeah, I'll ask.
Then after this, I'm gonna close it off. I'm gonna close it off with an outro.
I'm finna be sped as hell.
Alright. So, first question. Who are you, or what type of person are you?
What type of person am I? You know, I think I'd be like more of a chill person.
Nice,
You
bro.
know, I don't really know what to think of answer that. I don't know how to answer that question.
Alright. So, like, how do you treat other people? Like, how do you treat other people?
I treat other people how like I would want to be treated, like with respectful kindness. You know, I ain't never treat nobody differently than other people, so treat everybody equally.
Alright. What do you think God has in store for you?
What God has in store for me? See, I don't really know. You know, I gotta wait in the future to see, but what He has planned for me, I think He got like a lot of things in store. You know, like I think YouTube could like take off sometime, maybe.
Alright. What do you believe in? Like religious beliefs, I guess.
Religiously, see, I don't really know how to answer that, but I say I'm Christian. Yeah.
What is your sign? Even though, like, you know.
Yeah. I'm a Pisces. You know, I was born in February 25th, 2007. So yeah.
All right. Mentally, are you a boy or a man?
You know, mentally, I say like I'm a mixture. Like sometimes I could be immature, sometimes I could be mature. So I say I'm a mixture.
Yeah. All right.
I got a friend at
What do you
Pisces. Shout out to
consider
Chris Turbo.
best life?
You said what?
What do you consider like your way of living your best life? So like, what would be the best life you could possibly live?
Damn. I don't really know. Like, I guess like gaming paradise. You know, like
Oh
I
yeah,
love games. I love games. Like that's like mainly my thing. So I say gaming paradise. Just everything.
yeah. All right. That's okay. Oh wait, I have a creative question.
Alright, what's
This
up?
might just one for funny. Just freestyle, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, what's up?
So, like, if you were to play one game the rest of your life, what would it be?
Damn, that's tough. Uh,
That is tough.
I say Call of Duty, man.
Call of Duty. Respect.
Or actually, no, take that back. I say Resident Evil.
Oh shit. No, I can't do it.
Questions?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I ain't got none either. But I'm definitely put the outro into the video. But hey, good shit, everybody, and respect for everybody
Well,
coming into the stream and shit.
Yeah.
Into the
let
channel.
let me suggest something. When you make this, right?
Yeah.
You gotta put it in different like videos, like me cut it up, and then it's like me
Yeah,
in there,
that's what I'm finna do. Cause I'll make sure I downloaded editing software. So, like whenever I get all these clips in, it's gonna be a long editing thing. But
Oh, it's like 4 hours of content.
I need to get an editor, bro, for real.
Yeah,
Who's going?
I'll edit.
I use
used to
CapCut, bro. That's like really all I use. So.
I used to edit. Here, y'all can look at my YouTube actually. It's not bad. Like,
You can edit. Hold up.
I'm making
So you can edit a 2 hour, almost a 3 hour video.
I mean, it won't be that hard. You just have to get out clips that are
Oh my god.
or
yeah, you just skip out like the shit we barely took. Like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that hard.
Oh man.
Considering we just need like, how much of us? Like five? It's five of us.
Yeah, it's five of
Yeah,
us
So it's like you just need
plus
five
Mocha.
segments. So from the same clip.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming from a non-editor. Like I don't edit. So.
All right, look
What?
at my name. Just look up Zane Winslow.
Zane BB.
Just look up Zane.
You got YouTube?
Yeah.
Bro, is it weird for some of y'all? Like when y'all get hella tired, y'all be horny, bro.
Not unless you got nothing to do. Like if you bored.
Like, what you
You
trying to
trying
say?
to right now? Right now?
I mean, what you trying to say?
I'm getting back on Omegle. Stay in the call if you want to watch it. But
All right, so I'm gonna end this off by.
Okay, that's my YouTube. You don't see it?
Hold up, you screen sharing it?
wait, you leaving? Juju?
No. I'm gonna end the recording, but I'm gonna definitely say my things. I'm gonna say my thanks.
Zane Winslow.
Sure.
But I feel like I've heard that before somewhere.
All right.
All right, so I'll show you my. Okay.
Same one.
What the
So.
fuck?
Making montages. I used to make Fortnite.
You got a monkey as your shit.
Oh, I got montage. I got plenty of those. Them little Fortnite montages.
You just.
I want to see how your edits look like though.
Is it like
have
the overly edited videos, like Tony Carson and shit?
You'll see.
Like a little intro.
Okay.
And cheating.
What's the quality of the video?
It is not very good. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Don't you need a certain
It's not awful though.
like subscriber count or something to unlock that shit? Or like a
I don't
certain
know.
amount of views to like
Do
unlock
you? That sounds
somebody?
fucking stupid. That sounds pretty dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Cause there's a lot of pros in Rocket League who like
Yeah.
stream on like
I'm
2
playing in
FPS
your
because they
house.
can't like res it.
It's probably
You have
because the
two
PC
viewers
they
on my
have.
channel.
Like if you have a bad PC, then recording quality is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
The pros though, they have like
Bing,
better
bing, bing,
PCs,
bing,
but
bing, 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 bing.
What recording software do you use?
Perk baby.
What's that?
What editing software do you use?
I use it's called Olive.
Olive. Try using Adobe.
It's free. It's free.
Isn't the
But,
best thing Vegas?
I have no idea, but I did this with it, and it's not like super bad. It's alright.
I know Adobe Premiere is pretty good,
Yoshi?
but you gotta do you gotta do some cracking and shit on its website or some shit.
Bro, for my intro and outro, like it's kind of fire for me just working off of a phone.
I'm about to be on Omegle,
Fire.
so if y'all want me to mute, just tell me.
No, you're good, baby. I mean, what? Yo,
Bro, come on, bro.
All right, I'm gonna talk
I
to
didn't
you.
even notice I said that.
All right, I'm gonna talk to the viewers now. So, to all that has seen this video, I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, enjoyed the introduction with everybody else. You know, got to
That shit web.
introduce themselves, you know, explain their background, all the good questions that we all asked each other. You know what I'm saying? You could be part of something great. I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
We definitely need some more comedy next time.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if the people who are watching this right now, I'm gonna leave the link in the bio for our Discord. If you wanna, you know, become something great and actually grow with all of us. You know what I'm saying? You can eat with all of us. We gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was about this.
Yeah. They gotta. I forgot that they had a whole podcast
Man.
section for Discord.
I'm gonna leave the link of the channel and the podcast channel chat, so they all get to see.
Put it in
what it
promos.
look like.
Put it in promos.
In promos. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the recording now.